And we are back with the second annual Purple Rain podcast draft. And I cannot wait. I've been waiting. We've been waiting for this moment so much. We got a lot to talk about. Not just football, just everything. But we are back here, episode 107. The NFL draft is just about to kick off. Over here, we have Sutton Def. You can find him on Instagram, on Twitter at Sutton Def. You can find me on Instagram at simplyas10prod. On Twitter at simplyas10, and follow the podcast on the Instagram at the Purple Rain Podcast. And oh boy, it is time. Number 14 overall pick is what we have. There's so many guys that could fall, so many prospects I'd love the Ravens to have.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy where we're at. I'm comfortable with 14. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, I am ecstatic, to say the least, about where we're at, especially in comparison to where we were at last season. A year ago, like today, maybe not exactly a year ago, but a year ago, we were sitting at pick 28, and it took forever for the Ravens to get on the board to be able to make their first-round picks. So I am very grateful that we're picking at 14, but not just because it's going to take less time for us to see who the Ravens get, but also because picking at 14 gives you all sorts of leverage. You're right in the middle of the pack. You could trade up, you could trade down, you can stay right where you are and be fine. There's a lot of things that you can do with the 14th pick, I feel like. Especially considering all the other team needs from teams around us. Look at the Eagles. They're picking one pick after us tonight. I've heard they've been thinking about moving up because they know we're thinking about moving up. Yeah. It's like there's a lot
Seahawks,
to,
they're talking about moving down. Chiefs want to move up. Packers I saw want to move up. It's like all that drama going on in high school. Like you're hearing little rumblings from everybody about what's about to go on, and this person said this and this person said that. There's already been a leak about who's going to be the first overall pick. There's just so many unknowns, I'd say, with this draft. Yeah. Like I wanted to put together a mock. Like last year, I think it was pretty obvious who was going where. The biggest question mark, I'd say, was number 3, what quarterback it was, and then who the Bengals were going to take. But this one is like, you don't even know who the first overall pick's going to be. It was Aiden Hutchinson up until this week.
Up until an hour ago, honestly.
Right. So and even I see Boss saying, ranking, I'll bring it up. The quarterbacks, it's usually always quarterbacks in the draft, but the first quarterback could go possibly in the 20s, the mid-first snap. It's just, that's why I'm just so excited I can barely keep it all in. I just want to go and run around and jump.
It's going to be a very, very exciting episode of the Purple Rain Podcast. Like I said, episode 107 of the Purple Rain Podcast happens to be an annual draft night. So listen, strap in. It's going to be a lot of fun this episode. We're going to basically go all the way up until the 14th pick, the Ravens pick, and then we'll discuss the Ravens pick and everything like that. And then on the next episode of the show, we'll give a full recap of the draft in its totality, everything like that. But we do want to focus on our Ravens. Of course, we'll be monitoring other teams picking all the way up to pick 14.
Don't want to keep everybody's night because last year, I'll tell you what.
We
were about to fall asleep on.
Literally.
It was over I think it was 4.5 hours.
Yeah. And we picked at 28. Pick number
and then 31,
which was ridiculous.
31. We couldn't even end it after 28 because we had 08 too.
Yep. So we had to stick it out the entire way. But I see the Rain Gang in the chat right now. I know a lot of people are in a lot of different streams, watching the draft, doing this, doing that.
I get it.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like if you're not joining the Rain Gang live right now, I get it. I'll bring up the replay gang in a second. But if you are watching live right now, you're rocking out with us,
timestamp
we
our
appreciate
pick.
you.
I'll make sure I remember what time it is. I'll make sure I'll timestamp it. I got you.
Definitely. And we will be bringing up the draft board here in a second. I'm going to put it on screen just like last year. You're going to be able to see exactly what's going on as if you're actually watching the draft. Make sure you stick around. If you are a part of the hashtag replay gang, thank you guys so much. Make sure you go ahead and like this video. Listen, this is the draft stream. Like the video, get it out of the way now. If you're new and you're watching, you enjoy the content tonight, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, because there will be many more videos where this came from, especially considering we're going to be able to take a step back and see in its totality our 2022 draft class within the next 48 to 72 hours, which is amazing. So
10 picks, 5 fourth rounders. Oh gosh.
Come on, Siri. You understand.
a 14 and 45. I mean, pick 14, pick 45.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot we can do. And here, so Goodell's walking out now, about to get us underway.
Okay. Got you. All right. So the live play-by-play from our guy Alex here. While Goodell is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and bring the draft board on the screen. That way, very early on, we'll be able to see how much lag is between this and that. Let's see.
And they are a bunch of Las Vegas Raiders. They have Derek Carr and Darren Waller on the stage right now because it is in LA. So
yeah.
I mean, at Las Vegas. Did you hear about the whole Waller to the Packers rumor that came out literally yesterday?
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Dude, and Waller shut it down immediately. Like they all, I'm like, bro, like, stop.
I mean, hey, I don't blame him. It's like
There was also a rumor today about we could possibly be shopping Hollywoods. Like a fan said that. The same fan that reported Bobby Wagner was in Baltimore for his visit and got it right. Said that the Ravens are actively shopping Marquise Hollywood Brown. I don't believe that one bit, honestly.
No, me neither, honestly. Let's see some of what you guys are saying here in the chat. We got my guy Dylan in the chat tonight. Says, let's go, boys. Exciting night. I'm so hype. Love y'all. Man, appreciate you, Dylan, for coming through. Let's see. Kimberly in the building says, you guys are awesome. Hey, what's going on, Kimberly? Appreciate you for coming through. Hemo4 in the house says, yo, I made it. What's good? What's going on, man? Appreciate you. My guy Dre in the building says, let's freaking go. He's ready. I'm ready. Alex is ready. Is Goodell ready yet? Is he giving his?
I think Goodell is ready. I think he is. I think he's ready.
So, yeah, we're about to get it underway here. Pick number 1, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Up until today, we thought it was going to be Aiden Hutchinson. You know, we thought they were going to get the next TJ Watt kind of guy, you know, kind of player. And I'm not just saying that because he's a white edge rusher. But
Ice Cube is there. Ice Cube is lovely. Everybody.
Oh, wow, yeah. You know they bring out like unnecessary stars, like completely unrelated stars and stuff like this. Like you'll probably see Snoop Dogg in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Snoop Dogg's everywhere.
He's everywhere though. Admittedly, he is everywhere. I will say that. Anyway, we thought it was gonna be Aiden Hutchinson, but it's probably gonna end up being Trayvon Walker, which means Aiden Hutchinson, the Detroit Lions, they're like, hey, we were thinking about getting Walker. But Hutchinson's not bad, you know.
The Lions could build themselves a squad on the defensive side. I like that if they do get him. Definitely.
Yeah, but look what's going on right here. Look what's going on. Like we know for a fact, the first 2 picks are going to be what position? An edge rusher. Hit the quarterback. The third position that's going to be taken is going to be an offensive tackle, more than likely. Mm-hmm. Protect your quarterback from getting hit. And what do I always say? The league is about hitting and not getting hit. You know, and you see the first 3 teams picking, you know, they're going by that theory there. So, needless to say, edge rushers and offensive tackles are at an all-time high in terms of like value and them just being a premium as a position in this league. So, we'll see what the Ravens do if. Now, let's just pose this question here before we get started, and I'm sure the Jaguars will be making their pick official any second. Yeah. What position group? And we've been talking about this for months, guys. I want the Rain Gang, everybody watching live in the chat.
It's all up to this.
Yeah. It comes down to this. Like, what position do you want the Ravens to go after first? I want you guys to throw your answers in the chat if you're watching live right now.
You know, there's just so many guys that you can get. I mean, listen, I've seen some mocks where Charles Cross was available at 14. I'm not opposed to getting a Charles Cross. Not God, please don't give me Trevor Penning. I swear, don't. I will punch a hole in a wall if we get Trevor Penning. Like that's so like on brand of like a white kid, but like literally, no, thank you. Literally, just no. I swear to God. I'm not against edge, not against like offensive tackle. But again, I mean secondary too. Like there's definitely a couple of places where we can improve. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go edge. I truly in my heart believe edge.
Gonna go edge. Okay. I agree with that. Yes, I do. I agree with edge. I think edge should be like the number 1 priority. And the reason why I say that is because we addressed offensive tackle. We did something to shore up that spot in, you know, free agency. We got a Morgan Moses. News just came out a couple days ago that Ronnie Stanley's supposed to be on pace to come back next season.
We haven't talked about that yet. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. So if that is the case and we have stability at the tackle position, then, the next best position is edge rusher. Because, again, I'm going to say it's a hit and not get hit league. It's just like boxing, So I would definitely agree, pass rush. But I also am in agreement with what Kimberly Harmon says here. She says, I want Jordan Davis at number 14. If Jordan Davis is there, it's like you're kind of getting a 2-1 because you're not getting an edge rusher, no. But you're getting somebody who can generate pressure on a quarterback,
which we don't get. It seems like,
which we don't get exactly. It's like I was thinking this in my head when I woke up this morning, Alex. I was like, because I think it was Pat Ricard who he woke up. He tweeted like, "Ravens flock. Who do you think the Ravens are going to get tonight? Who do you think they'll draft?" And I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, I don't care who we draft. I just know one thing: we cannot be, and I repeat, we cannot be in the bottom 10 in sacks. We cannot. It's not winning football, right? So it's like, I don't care who we get. We just need to make sure we get out of this draft with some sort of like insurance or reassurance that, pressure on the quarterback is a priority to Eric DeCosta and the rest of that front office. So that's just me.
I think if you were to get a Jordan Davis or if you were to get an edge rusher, I think you're setting up your defensive line for the next 4 years maximum. Yeah. That means you have Owe for 4 more years, and you have this first-round pick for 5 more years. If they don't pan out.
Right.
That literally leaves you to the point where, and Tyus Bowser too is coming back as well. So I think that just puts us in a great spot in the edge, and I think that would take us out of the bottom 10, and maybe like our receivers last year going to the top half of the league. Because as we were talking about all last year, like we were in the bottom of the league with receiving, and wow, that just flipped in one season. Why can't the edge rushers do the same?
Talk about it. You're right. Like you said, the receiving core did a 180 from last year to this year. Like things looked up. Things looked really good,
Yeah.
Especially, there was mishaps. Lamar got hurt. We didn't get Bateman until about week 8 or 9 or 10, something like that. But there was definitely some signs of promise, especially considering Mark Andrews was just insane as a pass catcher last year.
Hold up. There's just a new from Justina Anderson. The Ravens sourced on a potential trade tonight. 50-50 trade or no trade, 60% back, 40% up. May have options. Literally just came out.
Interesting. You know what we'll do? Can you actually send me these tweets as you see them coming through, and I'll just kind of like
happy.
I'll just ping pong so we can actually all see these things.
Yeah. Wow. I kind of don't want us to trade down because I don't want to be at 14 a lot. I'd rather be up high in the 20s, but
right.
Or maybe 32 win a Super Bowl.
Let's see. Boom. Let me show you guys what my guy Alex is talking about here on stream.
5 minutes left on the first pick.
Pick. Isn't that crazy?
Come on, guys. Let's get real.
Come on. Right, exactly. All right. Let's see.
All right. That's done. Cool. And the first pick is in.
It took them a while, right?
Yeah. The NFL wanted to.
It's annoying.
Stretch it out. Per usual.
So. Let's see. All right. Here we go. So you guys can see the tweet here from one Josina Anderson says, #Raven source on the potential of a trade tonight as of an hour ago. About 50-50 on trade or no trade, 60% back, 40% up, may have options. Alex, I want to ask you this. Obviously, you just read that back to me, but I want to ask you this. Just looking, the thing that sticks out the most to me in this tweet, the 60% chance that we'll trade back, 40% chance we'll trade up. What do you think about that?
There's too many good players that could possibly be available at 14 for us to trade back. Honestly, if you trade back, who are we looking at? That means we're looking at, I think, a corner, maybe a McDuffie, or maybe a Penning. which I don't want him, but like I'm just gonna just be real there, possibly. Um, if Jordan Davis is there at 14, he won't be there at 20. I'll just say that. So I don't know what type of trade it would be. I don't know what we would get or where we would go, but I'm not too big of a fan of trading back, and I usually am.
Yeah, yeah.
But just with this draft, with a lot of our holes, I'd rather stay placed or move up.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Honestly, I mean, I'm much more of the school of thought of like, hey, let's go out and get this special player, right? Let's get this special player who's going to come in, make an impact on day one, as opposed to let's just stockpile a bunch of these players who may make an impact. It's like, you know, I don't know, quality over quantity to me.
Yeah, I 100% agree, especially when the quantity we have is in fourth round with 5 picks.
Yeah.
So
Apparently, Roger Goodell is walking out right now.
yep.
Jags are getting ready to make their pick.
Las Vegas is absolutely packed right now. Holy
Oh, I
crap.
bet. Oh, yeah.
I see a Cam Newton jersey. I see a Ben Roethlisberger jersey. Jeez.
The fact that it's in Vegas too, like I know, like there's dudes, like there's people there who are just hammered drunk, just like, oh, the draft's tonight. I didn't even
The
know.
bars are
The bars are just going
thriving right
crazy.
now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, bars are going stupid.
Yep. And it's Trayvon Walker from the University of
Wow,
Georgia. Your defending national champions.
wow, that's
He does.
interesting.
He looks surprised. He doesn't even look like it's surreal. Like he just was like,
That's interesting, as you guys can see right there. Trayvon Walker, the first one off the board for the Jacksonville Jaguars, went to Georgia, defensive end. This is, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know how it goes to show you this pick here, right? This pick right here goes to show you how human these big wigs, these front office guys really are.
yeah.
Because like the general consensus for the past couple months was that Aiden Hutchinson, he will be number one. You know, he will be going to the Jags. And for them, like on draft night, an hour before or 2 hours before the draft kicks off, to let those rumors leak out that, hey, they may be thinking about going ahead with Trayvon Walker, just goes to show, man, like you're really splitting hairs between a lot of these top guys, you know? And the draft is all it is a crapshoot. Because 4 years from now, we could be looking back at this and be like, Trayvon Walker is nothing and Aiden Hutchinson is everything and the Jags are stupid.
Yeah. And you know what? That's just the Jacksonville organization. The same way that in 2 years, when you're looking at their Christian Kirk contract and be like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Exactly. Like
what was the point? And speaking of one Aiden Hutchinson, it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
He's going to go to Detroit. I mean,
Yep.
this is a no-brainer for them. And Detroit's defense right now is looking scary. They are definitely building something on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, I'm a little concerned with Goff, but they do now have DJ Chark along with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Maybe
I don't know.
yeah.
Dude.
Maybe they're getting ready for whenever Aaron Rodgers just leaves Green Bay, but he will be staying in Michigan, which I like. That's pretty tough. Went to Michigan and now is going to be playing for
Gets
Detroit.
to stay. Yeah. It's kind of fitting. You think about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, wow, did that just shake up like a lot of stuff just like off of the first pick, you know?
I mean, because it was Hutchinson, like
Right.
you said, an hour ago. It felt like.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't know what could happen from here on out, right? Like Kayvon Thibodeaux, a guy who we were talking about before we went live,
Hey,
like,
LOL.
he could fall. Exactly. All right, we do have our first super chat donation of the night. This one coming from our guy, God Baby. God Baby. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Long time no talk. Says, yo, hype for draft night. Yeah, us too, man. Us too. Super hype, man. We've been building up to this for months now. Yeah.
About draft night, Ian Rappaport just put this out. A big time scare before the draft. Trayvon Walker was in a serious car accident in Athens, Georgia before the draft, crashing into 2 parked cars. He emerged without injuries. No citations, but a scare.
Wow.
I know
Hit 2 cars.
It isn't Laramie Tunsil bong type incident, but it's an incident nonetheless. And I was actually texting God Baby today about the Buccaneers, who he thinks they're going to get. Yeah, definitely.
Bucks got a
Like
pretty good roster, man. They can really go BPA, honestly.
he was talking. He was saying safety, lineman,
Mm-hmm.
and defensive tackle. I mean, they're nowhere near Jordan Davis, but Jordan
Oh
Davis
no.
I player for them because Ndamukong Suh is a free agent. Definitely they have some holes that they got to fill as well. So, and now Hutchinson, just 1 second, just one
Mm-hmm.
second.
Yep, and you can see it on our big board up here via ESPN. Shout out ESPN. Trayvon Walker first, Aiden Hutchinson second. We thought it would be flip flop the other way around, but it's not. So, like we said, I mean, we're already in for like a night of surprises. I feel like it's only a matter of time until my guy Alex sends me another tweet. We all read it together here on the stream. It says the Ravens either traded up, traded down. Oh man, I'm about to start sweating already. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, this sweatshirt won't be on that long. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, yeah. You know what's crazy? Last year, I think I changed like midstream. I think I changed
Yeah, you
jerseys like
put a
midstream
jersey.
last year. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
put a jersey.
I might do the same thing tonight. Who knows? But
Aiden Hutchinson looks like Pat McAfee a little bit to me. Just me.
doesn't he?
A
I'm
little
looking
bit.
at him right now, walking
You
on
think
that
the
black
same thing,
jacket.
right?
Yeah,
You think this?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, cool, cool,
It's
cool.
like,
I was like, is that
man.
Pat McAfee there? Yeah.
He's walking out like he's got something to prove, though. He's like, oh, y'all didn't pick me first? All right, cool. I'm a lion, you know?
Yeah, I respect that.
Lamar Jackson-esque energy. He's hyping up the crowd.
Man. I watched that again. That us picking him and the way he walked out, the interview, everything.
Speaking of that, if you guys haven't already seen, check out Simply AS10's videos because listen, now is like prime on season. This is not the off season for Simply AS10. This is like the prime time. You know what I mean? So all the highlights, no matter if you're watching this stream and you're a fan of the Houston Texans, the Arizona Cardinals, whoever you guys draft, if they are at all noteworthy, and even if they might not be very noteworthy, Simply probably will be posting a video about them. So make sure you get over to his YouTube channel, subscribe, because you are not going to want to miss all of the highlights of all these new players, these NFL babies, so to say. He does a really good job with yeah. Another thing I was going to say to you, I saw your most recent video. Or I don't know if it was your most recent. You make so freaking many,
Yeah.
but it was the Grand Theft Auto themed one.
The San
And
Andreas
I really
one?
like that. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like that theme, man. That was
Thank
dope.
you.
That was really dope.
I saw the
So,
idea on TikTok and I was like, bro, like this with the Raven. Oh wow. Well, we have a surprise now. Oh my
Are
god.
you sending me a tweet? Are you sending me a tweet?
It is Ari Mirov's most recent tweet, and we have a cornerback going.
Ah, all right. Let me see.
I am getting the
I
video up
follow
right
Ari.
now. I am sorry.
The Texans will select. Ooh, all right. Let's look at this, guys. Latest news: the Texans will select LSU cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. with the 3rd overall pick. GM Nick Caserio did extensive work on Stingley, and the 2019 tape does not lie. They get the top cornerback on their board. So Stingley's gone.
Yeah.
Stingley's gone, just like that.
How are we feeling about this? Because, oh my.
This is going to make the 14th pick even that much more crucial because Stingley was a guy who was projected maybe he could fall to us. You know, a couple weeks ago, a couple people were saying he could fall to 14. Some people were saying that he could go in the top 5. And look what happened. He went in the top 5. Texans get their guy. But now there's more. Because, see, let's take a look. Let's go back. God, this is so exciting. Let's go back to
I wasn't expecting
the big board.
this is the biggest shock.
Me neither.
This is
Exactly.
bigger than Trayvon Walker, in my opinion. 100%.
So let's take a look at the big board here. Alex, can you see the ESPN?
I can see it.
So Trayvon Walker, number 1. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2. Number 3, pending, will be Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU. They were supposed to pick Ikwonu, the offensive tackle.
They were.
So with that being said, it's like, is there anybody else? And damn, just look at the Jets and the Giants. New York team's just full poverty mode right now. 2 picks apiece.
I think Sauce will be in
top
New York.
10.
I don't know what team. I've been saying that I think Sauce is going to be
you said it. You said it last episode. Yep. I mean, I agree. There's just, look at the probability. Look at the chances.
I mean,
one of the gosh, that's a lot of poverty.
I definitely think this is weird. This is weird for because this right here, this caught me off guard. I had Stingley going probably maybe 7 through 10.
Yeah.
No way at 3. No way.
Wow. I mean, so it's just like we said, this is going to be a night full of surprises. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new here as well, because the reactions are just going to keep coming. They're just going to keep coming. We got a lot of picks until 14. As you guys can see right now, it is official.
Oh my goodness.
It's official. Derek Stingley Jr. will be a Houston Texan. And now New York is on the clock. And not just the Giants, not just the Jets, but both of them. They're both on the clock pretty much now. Yeah. Jets are next. Giants are on deck after that. And then you got the Panthers. Then you got the Giants again. So,
okay. All right,
let's see what happens next, man.
We were gonna talk about just life stuff before this, but the draft is going crazy. All right,
it's going crazy right now. It's going crazy.
Roger Goodell is announcing it right now.
Yep.
And there it is, Derek Stingley, yep. LSU. I'm wearing my Patrick Queen LSU because Patrick Queen tweeted out he wanted Stingley. He wanted Stingley or Davis, and he's not gonna get one of them. I'll tell you that right now.
Might be Davis. I mean, but then again, it's like guys are going higher than we expected to. Davis could be gone with the next pick. We don't know. Like it's.
Hey, so is it possible? I mean, am I crazy for thinking we could maybe get a Charles Cross? I mean, if we were to get a Charles Cross, that means you don't have to rush back Ronnie Stanley, who we haven't even talked about yet. All right, they say Ronnie Stanley is on track to play in 2022, but you get a guy, a rookie, that could help out a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. But at the same time, we already have a lot of money. We have a lot of money already tied up into the tackle position.
You're right.
So.
And they're showing the clip of Stingley versus Jamar Chase. And that was the main reason why I really wanted him, I think, is because he knows how to play against Jamar. We're going to have to deal with Jamar for the next 7-8 years. So get used to it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Yep. And I'm looking at that one right now against Jamar Chase in practice. He was locking him down.
He went against Jefferson, Chase, Marshall. Wow. Well, big congrats to him because I don't think I was expecting this.
I'm not expecting it at all. Not expecting it at all. Wow. So, I mean, the Jets are on the clock now. And let's just take a look at the Jets. As you guys can see on the big board over here on the left side of it, it tells you that the Jets are on the clock. It also tells you down beneath that who's the best player is still available and who is the best fit. So it's saying that the best available right now is Ikwonu, the offensive tackle. And then the best fit right now would be Sauce Gardner. I think that the Jets go with Sauce Gardner here. I think that pick makes all the sense in the world, But
I agree.
We just don't know. It's crazy.
I thought alignment was going number 3, but I'm going to think about it too. It's like if you get alignment, you protecting Davis Mills,
right?
Like
so, yeah, right. I don't think that they don't have a quarterback to invest in just yet.
And Lovie Smith is the head coach there, who is known as for a defensive coach. That says a lot.
It does. A lot of people are excited to see what Zach Wilson can put together this upcoming year.
Yeah, and speaking of Zach Wilson, they have been rumored with some Deebo Samuel trades. I don't know if you've seen that.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. I feel like if they pick Sauce Gardner with this number 4 pick and they are truly interested in Deebo Samuel, they will give away that 10th pick. That 10th pick will be gone.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And they're in a great spot because they could literally trade. I mean, the Seahawks, they don't even. That was their pick. That was the Seahawks number 10 pick, I think, from the Jamal Adams trade. What's going on, Black Daniels? They could pick Sauce Gardner here. Let's say they don't even get Thibodeaux. One of these linemen could literally fall to 10. They could get a lineman, and you can protect your quarterback, who you just drafted last year, going to be in a good spot. So I think it's a win-win for the Jets. They're in a good spot.
All right, so let's go back to this tweet. To this tweet. 60% trade back, 40% trade up. Now, in the past 10 minutes, a lot has transpired. So do you think that should they still trade up or should they trade back? I mean, because I don't know what to think anymore, man. I don't know what to think. Like, it's only a matter of time until somebody gets chosen in this top 10 that was not supposed to be in the top 10, which means that somebody who was supposed to be in the top 10 is going to fall. And that's going to make decisions a lot harder for everybody else. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm just, look at this.
The
Jets will.
Yep, there it is.
Picks in? Yeah.
Yep.
The Jets will select Sauce Gardner with the number 4 pick. So, wow.
My dream
it
is
is.
Sauce being in Baltimore. Oh, man.
Dashed. Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
We're at 4 now.
With the sauce chain. We're moving along.
I love it.
We're moving along. Yeah.
I loved it. We're getting close. Like, this is
Yeah.
going fast tonight. We're 30 minutes in, and we're through 4 picks. This is good. Good.
Yeah, we're definitely on pace. We're definitely on good pace right now. But yeah, man. Wow. So, I mean, Sauce Gardner will not be a Raven, unfortunately. Derek Stingley Jr. will not be a Raven, unfortunately. After that, the cornerback, competition, it kind of takes a little bit of a dip, right? Because you don't have any of the guys who, are as like premier players as those guys. I think the next ones that they'll, talk about will be like, the Andrew Booths of the world, guys like that, right? Yeah. So I could honestly see, depending on what happens with these next, I would say 3-4 picks, I could see the Ravens trading back. I feel like at this point, it might be like 70-30%. 70% they trade back, 30% they trade up. Yeah. But if they stay at pick 14, they're going to have some decisions to make. And I can only imagine what's going on in that Baltimore Ravens war room right now. Man.
A whole lot.
Whole lot, for sure. Wow. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Alex, what were you about to say?
I'm just trying to think like who is left. So you got to think about it. The first 4 picks, all defense.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And
that is crazy.
Up next is the Giants. You got to think a lineman's going. One of the linemen. It has to be. Could it be?
Is it though?
I don't know, because you have the Giants, Carolina Giants. What are they going to do? Because neither of them have a quarterback to protect.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't even pick up their 5th-year option. Right.
Right. Sam Darnold starting for please let Malik Willis go number 6. Sorry. Please let it happen.
Interesting. There's going to be some offense taken here in the next 3 picks. I'm not sure if it'll be a lineman. I feel like one of them will be a lineman. I feel like the Giants will take Ikwonu right here. I feel like they'll do that knowing that they have the 7th pick as well. And they're going to go with an offensive player there. Yeah. That's my prediction for this next one. Wow. What an episode already of PRP.
Sauce Gardner. There he is in that light blue suit and those 2 chain. Golly. Looking dapper as hell with those chains
cost. Look at that. Y'all see the chains?
Too much sauce right there.
Literally. Wow. All right. So Sauce Gardner off the board. As we said before, Derek Stingley Jr. off the board. So Ravens probably won't be taking a cornerback at 14. Yeah.
Now you're going to think, will McDuffie even be there at 14?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I'm sure there was a lot of teams that are picking in that 5 to 12, 13 range who were looking at a Stingley Jr. or an Ahmad Gardner if he fell. And lo and behold, Stingley Jr. actually went before Sauce Gardner. But both of those guys went back-to-back with a 3rd and 4th pick. So a lot of these teams are going to have some decisions to make if they did want to go with a cornerback in the first round, And I don't know if you guys are watching the draft right now. Sauce Gardner showing off. He's jogging through the backstage, holding the chains down. Yeah.
So, Sauce is in New York, and I think what's going to be funny is, well, not funny, he didn't give up a touchdown at all. I believe last season. I think last season. He now has to face Stephon Diggs twice a year. That might have to change real quick.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Tyreek Hill twice a year. Jalen Waddle. Wow.
And on a team where it's like, the Jets aren't competitors. They're not doing anything meaningful this year. I don't think that they have the same potential as, the Bengals. They don't. So I don't know, but he is gonna have his hands completely full when he has to line up against Stephon Diggs, and we'll see how long that no touchdowns allowed lasts in the league. You know, I'm
Yeah.
talking to him like an enemy now since he's in the AFC. You know, he's an
And
AFC
we do play
opponent.
them this year.
Yep,
We do play the Jets.
yep. So it's gonna be Ahmad Gardner versus, I would assume, probably like a Rashad Bateman.
I'm thinking that. Definitely
Yeah,
thinking that.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
we could go receiver at 14. You never know. I mean, honestly, I don't know.
yeah.
Like the way this draft is going, I'm expecting the unexpected. And Jets fans look pretty happy with that pick. I'd be happy too.
Right. Let's see any new tweets by our guy Ari. He's on it tonight. Let's see.
Nope. No, nothing yet. Oh man.
Not yet. Let's see. We do have something from our guy Jeff Sarebeck. You can see right here. He just tweeted this. With Stingley going to the Texans at number 3 and Gardner going to the Jets at 4, Washington cornerback Trent McDuffie, one you just brought up, says best remaining corner on the board. Figured he'd be an option for the Ravens at 14 if they were interested. Now, not so sure he makes it there. Yeah, to your point.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the way they've been going. It's crazy.
Yeah. Before we get into anything else, we do have a couple more super chat donations from the best viewers in the world. The Rain Gang, we appreciate you guys so much. Asmodeus Donatos coming through says, McChickens for y'all, where all them peeps at? What's going on, Asmodeus? Appreciate you for coming through, joining the live stream, being a loyal supporter of the show.
I'm hurt.
My guy Simply as 10 is like groaning and moaning over there. What's going on? You saw a tweet?
I did see a tweet
Saw a
about
tweet.
the 5th pick.
God damn it. All right.
It's
Let
the
me get
player.
to this next.
Oh yeah.
Let me get to this next super chat donation real quick. There is the official. What's up, my man? Says, guys, who are we rooting for to get picked by us? Hold that thought. Hold that thought, Darius, because I'm sure Alex has some news for me now. Please send me the tweet. I gotta see it.
Ari just tweeted it.
Ari just tweeted. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my guy. Damn it.
Yeah, I was the biggest simp for Kayvon Thibodeaux. Like,
wow. Damn, the Giants, they got him. They got him, and they got Azeez Ojulari.
God damn it.
They got both of the guys we wanted on.
And don't they have Leonard Williams too? I think his name is.
I don't know, man. I'm just so upset right now.
God. I'm hurt.
I'm hurt. That hurt bad, bro. That hurt bad. Wow, because because the edges are starting to go now, So who's next? Jermaine Johnson, right?
Oh my god! And Jermaine Johnson, I'm gonna be honest, he was being projected to go number 4 overall.
Wow.
With some of these teams, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
wow,
the Thibodeaux dream's gone.
Wow, no Thibodeaux. Okay, and I really was high on Thibodeaux because he's just that type of like relentless player. He's mean too. Like he's the type of play like edge rusher, a dog. He makes you not want to be playing football anymore. Makes you question why you ever started playing football as a kid. He runs into you so many times. Like the Giants are getting one. The Giants are getting a good one with Kayvon Thibodeaux. Yeah. Wow. That hurts. Yeah.
It was becoming more of a reality for me too, because I kept on saying, he might fall, and when it happens, you start thinking, okay, well, what if he does fall? What if he falls in the Ravens' lab? What if he falls to 7 and the Ravens trade up and he did not fall to 7? So that makes 5 straight picks defense to start off the draft. That's got to be a record. It's got to be.
Yeah.
And 3 edge, 2 defensive backs.
Wow. What is this saying? Like, what does the top 5 picks in this year's draft tell you already?
Tells you that if you want to get to a quarterback, you got to have a good secondary or a good pass rush. And he's going to be playing with Wink Martindale. I just remembered.
Yeah, he is.
So what?
So
3
he'll get
sacks
the
this
blitz.
season? 3 sacks this season?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you one thing. If the Giants have a good season rushing the passer, I'm going to have some questions for Wink Martindale.
I agree. I'm right there with
I'm going to have some questions. I'm going to be like, come on, bro. Like, there's no way that we cannot manage to get anybody over 8-9 sacks.
Judon? Judon, what? His best season had, 10 sacks, I believe? And he was just getting them in, like, like 3, 2 a game. He was getting like one every game for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Wow. Man, that is disappointing. So you guys can see here an update on the draft board. Picks 1 through 5 have been made. Number 1, Trayvon Walker to the Jaguars. Number 2, Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions. Number 3, Derek Stingley Jr. to the Texans. Number 4, Sauce Gardner to the Jets. And number 5, just taken by the Giants, edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux out of Oregon. Yeah, what a pick.
A 4.58 40, 6'5".
Yeah.
Insanity.
We got Yolanda coming through with a super chat donation.
What's going on, Yolanda?
What's going on, Yolanda? Thank you so much for coming through the stream and also supporting monetarily. We appreciate that. Everybody who donates to the show, we appreciate you guys. Says without the possibility of Kayvon Thibodeaux, where do we go from here in the draft? Great question. What do you think?
Well, there's Jermaine Johnson left. I'm going corner, edge if it's Jermaine Johnson. The best thing I can say maybe is lineman. That's all I got. Kyle Hamilton's still there. I think he'll go before 14. I don't think he'll make it to 14. So let's just hope maybe Jermaine Johnson drops. That's what I really want. But Jordan Davis is looking.
Bro. Jordan Davis is looking good right now.
Jordan Davis will most likely be there at 14.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the team. So we have Carolina. So the Giants at 7 are not going to take Jermaine Johnson. They're not going to double up on edge in the first round. Carolina already has Brian Burns. I can't imagine them taking him. That leaves Atlanta, Seattle, the Jets, Washington, Minnesota, Houston.
That's a lot of teams who could go for an edge rush. I mean, I don't see Washington going for him.
I don't see Minnesota with Zadarius Smith and Daniel Hunter.
Yeah, but I could definitely see the Jets doing something there. I could definitely see the Seahawks as well. I could see them doing it. And then I think the Falcons are just bored. They know they're not doing anything this year meaningful. It's kind of like BPA for them too.
Our receiver's going to be there. If I'm not going to roll that out at this point.
You're saying a receiver will be there at 14, or
maybe
so? I mean, if the best receiver in the draft is there at 14, do we take him? Jameson Williams, if he's there, do we take him? Ah, man.
There's so much. This is insane.
This is insane. Literally insane.
My heart's been crushed. All the players I wanted are gone. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Who would have thought? Not me. But thank you so much, Yolanda, for your super chat donation. We will continue to monitor this draft, obviously, and our answers will probably be updated within the next couple of minutes alone. So keep tuning in. If you guys are watching right now, hit that like button if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And listen, if you have not already, buckle up your seatbelts because it's already been a wild first round. Get ready for these next couple of picks. There's still a possibility that we trade up, trade down. The Ravens, right now, the Ravens could be feeling so much pressure, more pressure than ever to trade up because they see these guys that they thought might fall to them. They're getting picked early. So that puts even more pressure on you. Hey, we really wanted this guy. We thought he was going to fall. Now we think he's going to get scooped up before we get to him. Let's try to make some calls and see about trading up. So, yeah, it's been crazy already. Yeah, we do.
So I'm going to look at here. What's it say? Okay, so it's saying their best fit would be Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. I wouldn't mind that.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind that.
Wouldn't mind a receiver off the board. That's just free real estate as far as we're concerned. The pick is in, though. Pick is in. I guess we'll get some news on this. My guy Ari's not on it yet. That's crazy.
Ari, what are you doing, man?
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the tweet to come out.
Yeah. Man. In the meantime, you see Kayvon Thibodeaux up on stage.
And there is Ari. There is Ari.
Is he? Okay. Here we go. Let's see.
So, it won't be a defensive player. That streak is over of defensive players.
Okay. All right. Here we go. You guys can see it right here from R.A. Myrov. My sports update says the Panthers at number 6 pass on a quarterback and take NC State offensive tackle Ikwonu. Carolina's next scheduled pick is at number 137. So the veteran quarterback market could be where they're looking at. Ikwonu is regarded by most as the safest pick in this draft. All right, so they go offensive
I respect
tackle.
it. Respect it.
Right? Not mad at it.
No.
I was mad at the last
now,
pick, not this one though.
Yeah. So I mean, the Giants will be back on the clock. I don't know where to go with them. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're just so questionable. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to take Kayvon.
No.
I know Jabril Peppers didn't sign back. Hamilton could go there, possibly, maybe. But will they double up on defense, or will they take a lineman in the offense?
I could see Hamilton. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen with this next pick. It's either going to be Hamilton or it's going to be the best wide receiver in the draft. I think it's going to be one of those two. You know?
Oh, you're right. That wouldn't be a bad pick receiver. Because if they move on from Daniel Jones, I mean,
it's like at least you have something there. And I think that this puts more pressure than ever on Daniel Jones because they already didn't pick up his fifth-year option. You know, you give him an extra weapon. Oh, yeah. I mean, Daniel Jones himself was number 4 pick overall? Something like that?
He was.
5, 6,
I know he was top
like
10.
Yeah.
Top 10 for sure.
Yeah. So it's time to put up or shut up, truly, for Daniel Jones. And if they go out and they get him like a weapon on the caliber like Jamison Williams, Drake London, one of those type guys, then hey, there's gonna be zero excuses.
I haven't even thought like Drake. I forgot Drake London. I didn't even think about him. Wow, Drake London.
Yep. Let's see here.
I think Washington will get a receiver. I think Washington's going to get a receiver. So I think we can cross them off.
You think so? I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Because they haven't offered McLaurin a contract yet. I don't know if he's going to get traded. I would don't know why you would trade him. He's amazing. He put some numbers with literally Heineke at quarterback. Anybody at quarterback.
8 different quarterbacks since he's been in the league. Yeah.
This is. I'm honestly speechless that was went down because I thought the defensive backs would still be on the board right now.
Yeah.
But no.
They're not.
They're
not. Okay, so moving right along here. So already 6 picks have been made. They're yet to make it official. For the Carolina Panthers picking up the offensive tackle Ikwonu. But we're getting closer and closer. And it's looking like it's going to be crunch time by the time that we pick. Like the Ravens, they have to get this right. Because a lot of these guys are just going and going and going. It's only a matter of time. Right now, as of right now, this moment, everybody, the Ravens fans, the GMs, they're praying Jermaine Johnson falls. Jermaine Johnson. He's who I feel like everybody should have their sights set on right now. That's me.
If Jermaine Johnson fell, I would be over the moon. Oh, like, especially the way that the first couple of picks went out, 100% I'd be over the moon. But why?
Oh yeah.
I don't think it'll be there though. I mean, the only team I'd be worried about, who's Atlanta going to get? They need everybody.
Right.
Seattle,
exactly.
Their offense is up in the air.
Yeah. Let's see. I see my guy Ryan in the chat here says we need to trade up.
Oh.
We need to trade up. Need to make something happen. I mean, I'm not like totally against that because, like I said, you look at who's been taken already, and I'm gonna bring the board back on the screen. There's a lot of players that we wanted. A lot of us Ravens fans thought were gonna fall to us, perhaps like Derek Stingley, Sauce Gardner was kind of like a reach. We kind of were thinking that early on, but once things started to kind of like take shape, we saw he was probably gonna be going top 5, which he did. Kayvon Thibodeaux was one that people thought that he might fall. A lot of people weren't high on like his attitude, that sort of thing, his personality. Maybe he could have fell, but he didn't. Got picked top 5, So, hey man, we are in for a lot of surprises already. And by the time the Ravens get up there to pick at 14, I'm just trying to figure out all of who's going to be there. Jordan Davis is looking like the move though.
I just can't see any team getting him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought at least the receivers would be off the board by the time we get to 14, and that might not happen.
Yeah. Let's see. Jonas Schaefer tweeting here: 6 picks, 6 players taken at positions of need for the Ravens. No quarterbacks, no wide receivers, no draft luck yet. Yeah. It's not swinging our way right now. It's definitely not.
I mean,
for sure.
I doubt Atlanta will even take a quarterback because they got Mariota. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Doubt Seattle will. Damn.
Right.
Of course, the one time we get like a pretty high pick, this BS happens.
Man. You guys are experiencing this like live in action as we are experiencing it, which I think is the coolest thing. It's so fun.
I will be honest. I wouldn't mind a job at 45. I was going to be second round.
Yeah.
If he falls to 45, I'd be cool with it. But saying we don't get Jermaine Johnson in the first.
Right. Wow. Let's see. Robert T. Lewis here says the best wide receiver will be at 14. Remember this. Man.
He's right.
I know this is going to be... I know we can't see it happening, but like my thing is that like I don't want to be the guy looking back 3 years from now saying, we passed up on Jamison Williams. We passed up on freaking, Drake London, who are the Chris Olave guys, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be there again because everybody was already saying, oh, you guys passed up on DK Metcalf. You guys passed up on, all these good players. It's like, I don't know. I just don't want to be that team again, but I have faith that the receiving core that we have will, get the job done next season.
And Bateman showed a whole lot of promise last year, and the pick is in for the Giants. It will be Evan Neal, offensive tackle out of Alabama.
All
so right. I wasn't expecting him to be there at 14, so I'm cool with that. I mean, we're halfway to our pick.
Yeah.
It's
halfway there.
Not the way I wanted it to, but we will be getting a player that will help us out. That is Jordan Davis, or if somebody falls. So
Jordan Davis. Oh, man. I mean, we got to look at the teams right now that are picking in between us. So we know that with pick number 7, the Giants, as you guys can see on screen, they're going to go with Evan Neal, which is interesting. I mean, the Giants they're basically adopting what I said earlier. I mean, it's a hit and not get hit league. So what did? They went out and they got an edge rusher to hit the quarterbacks, and they got an offensive tackle to make sure their quarterback does not get hit. So there's really no excuses. No excuses now for Daniel Jones. Like, it's over. I would say, and I think I said this last year, like by Thanksgiving, if the Giants don't have a winning record, Daniel Jones is as good as gone.
Especially in that division as well. I mean, it's not the strongest division, but it's not a bad division, but it's not the strongest division by any means. And I think they came in They came in last place.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Daniel Jones is 12-25 as a starter, 45 passing touchdowns, 29 interceptions.
Wow. Like we said, again, Daniel Jones now is going to have zero excuse as to why he cannot get it done. He's got Saquon Barkley. He's got a premier offensive tackle coming out of Alabama. Probably the best offensive tackle in the draft, arguably. All they need now is just like a star wide receiver. They got him Kenny Golladay last year.
I don't want to jinx it. I have a gut feeling that Jermaine Johnson falls to 14. I'm like thinking about it right now. I think it could happen. Because Jonathan Washington brought up a great point. Atlanta could go to Kyle Hamilton. Let's say they don't go Kyle Hamilton next pick, and they take somebody else that isn't Jermaine. Only Houston would scare me, I think, because Minnesota, Washington, Jets. I just can't see those teams taking Jermaine. I just definitely not Washington or Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow. If the Seahawks take a receiver, I think DK Metcalf is good as gone.
That's fair.
And the Jets could. I mean, the Jets. There could be a trade too. There could be.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Oh,
it could be a trade that there is still a strong possibility that somebody makes a trade. Maybe the Ravens trade down. Maybe they trade up. But as long as Jordan Davis is there, I say, hey, hold your ground at 14. Like, I don't. Like
we're not in a bad spot. We're not in a great
There's
spot.
a good
We're
chance.
in a good spot. Good spot.
We're in a good spot. I don't know. I'm thinking the Eagles might try to make a move and try to leapfrog us before we get to our pick, but we'll monitor that. But
I
let's
got a
go ahead and
notification.
just.
LaShawn McCoy, he tweeted out, "We taking Kenny Pickett eyes emoji."
Huh.
Talk about the Eagles. Would the Eagles really take a quarterback? And would Kenny Pickett go before Malik Willis? Really?
One, I don't think that the Eagles would take a quarterback.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. And will, in terms of will he go before Malik Willis, I could definitely see that happening. I could definitely see people going with Kenny Pickett before Malik Willis, because Malik Willis is just one of those. He's one of those guys where it's like, he's athletic, and I feel like you just have to have somebody to talk about, some quarterback to talk about, when it comes to draft time. And I'm not gonna say he's overrated, anything like that, but I don't know, man. With these quarterbacks, like, it's all about who these teams like, and it's not all about like what they're putting, the product they're putting on the football field, but it's about who these teams like, as individuals, because the quarterback is the face of your franchise. So if Kenny Pickett is not quite as good as Malik Willis, but a certain team likes the way that Kenny Pickett composes himself, they see a lot of potential, I wouldn't be surprised if they took him before Malik Willis. But yeah. So you guys can see, let's just take an updated look at the draft board right now. As we talked about before, Trayvon Walker number 1, Hutchinson number 2, Stingley number 3, Sauce Gardner number 4, Kayvon Thibodeaux 5, Ikwonu 6, Evan Neal at 7. And now the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock, and I was thinking we could probably trade up and take this 8th pick.
If
that would have been awesome.
If a certain Oregon edge rusher was available, but he's not.
Yeah,
but
he's not.
Because like, what are the Falcons picking for right now? They're not picking to win.
Like I said, they're bored. They're picking best player available because they're that bad.
Yeah, they traded away literally their quarterback. Their top receiver got suspended for the year. They got me and you out there running slant routes and dig routes and go routes. So
pretty much.
Is this the pick? And that might be the pick.
Is it?
Pick? I think the pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
I'm waiting to get confirmation from. If it is, this is kind of surprising. If it is this player.
Let's see. In the meantime, let's see. God Baby says, can't believe Hamilton is still available. Chris Reed says they're taking Jermaine, dude. Damn it.
No, they are not. They are not taking Jermaine Johnson. They're taking a receiver.
Ooh, is it Jameson? It's got to be Jameson.
It is not Jameson.
Wow, Drake London. Got to be.
It is Drake London. Correct.
There we go. So Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley, right?
Yep. Next year.
I mean, hey, if you are a Falcons fan right now, how are you feeling? It's just,
I mean, Mariota isn't great, isn't bad, but I think you're looking forward to next year, maybe a quarterback that could be available in the draft.
You never know. Maybe they draft a quarterback a little bit later, and they make sure that there's a quarterback competition, a legit QB competition between Mariota and whoever they draft. Who knows?
See, I think they could be taking the Bengals way, which is, okay, well, how about we get our receivers set, and then we could get a quarterback, and you never know. I mean, the Bengals did that when they got T. Higgins. They had Tyler Boyd, and they got Burrow and Chase, but having a quarterback come into a room with a bunch of good weapons wouldn't be a bad idea. So, but I'm surprised Drake London went first out of the receivers, coming off of that injury as well.
Well, I mean, Drake London, he's probably the most interesting receiver to me because in this draft, because it's just like you have a guy who, big body, can go up 50-50 balls. That's a premium in this league now. I mean, speed guys are nice. They're great, yes. But when it's 3rd and 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, and you just need a guy who can run a reliable route, have reliable hands, catch the ball, that sort of thing. Like, no matter who's around him, probably go with Drake London, right?
I think he was the best big body target in the draft. I'll give him that. Okay, so let's get a bunch of receivers off the board. How about we talk to me nice, please?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Let's go more receivers. Drake London. So we're counting down, guys. We got the Seahawks, we got the Jets, we got the Washington Commanders, Vikings, Texans, and then us. So 5 more picks. 5 more picks until the Ravens go. Wow.
He's already wearing like a velvet color, so he's kind of ready for that red and
Oh
red
yeah,
and
I
black.
see. Yeah.
I see God Baby said he's like a Mike Evans build, and I just got a notification. The next Mike Evans ? Kind of like his pro comp. That's not a bad comp to have.
That's not a bad comp at all. At all. Drake London. I mean, the Falcons at this point, they've gotten 2 of the best pass catchers supposedly in the last 2 drafts. Kyle Pitts and now Drake London. You have to get a quarterback in town. You have to.
You have to. 1,000,000%.
Yeah. And
I
some
just don't
protection
know
for him.
which one it would be.
Right.
Oh, and okay, well, it is not it's not an edge rusher at number 9 for the Seahawks. Thankfully.
All right. Well, who is it?
It is Charles Cross.
Share with the class.
Share with the class. I'm gonna present this Charles Cross, which means Hamilton could go to the Jets.
He could, but do you think they go double DB?
You're right. I think we're in a good. I honestly think that we are in a good spot. I'm kind of loving it right now because the Jets could go many ways. They could go with a receiver too.
I don't know. I'm feeling. I think the Jets. I have a nasty feeling. Either the Jets or the Vikings are gonna go Jermaine Johnson. One of those teams.
I don't think the Vikings will. With Zadarius Smith and with Daniil Hunter, I can't see them doing that. But the Jets, I can, because they do have Salah at their. Because look what he did with Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
I can definitely. I think the Jets are our biggest worry, and that is the next pick.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah, this is gonna be like one of those moments of truth. It's gonna be one of those moments of truth right there. Like, wow.
And now the NFL has an NFL comparison for Drake London as Larry Fitzgerald. That's interesting. Okay.
It's because he's going to the Falcons.
Crazy.
Wow. They still have not. Well, yeah, they did make it official on ESPN. Drake London at number 8. So the Seahawks are on the clock now with the 9th pick overall in the 2022 NFL Draft. As you guys can see here on the screen, their best fit would be Charles Cross.
Gotcha.
And they got Charles Cross.
Indeed.
Which is good.
Indeed.
So, hey, they did their job. And I don't mind that at all because, like I said, again, we already put money into offensive tackle. We have a lot of money invested in offensive tackle. So, hey, take all the tackles you want. We'll take who we can get.
I mean, third round, I wouldn't mind one too.
Right, exactly. 3rd round, like maybe Rasheed Walker is there.
That's exactly either him or Falal, I believe, from Minnesota. One of those two. Yeah.
So, yeah, only a few more picks, guys. Only about 4 more picks. Like, this is going to be... We're getting down to it. At this point, when we were like 4 picks away last year, we had already been like, 2.5 hours, 3 hours in. It was bad. It was crazy.
And there was no rumblings about like us trading either, so...
No, there wasn't, so...
I still got to think a trade down is definitely in the cards as well.
It is. And that's going to be like... Man... I don't know. Depending on who's there, I wouldn't hate it. But
I wouldn't either.
If the right guy is there, like a Jermaine Johnson,
if he's there and we trade down, I'm probably gonna like throw a hissy fit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Fair warning. Oh man. So just moving right along here. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Jonathan Washington Jr. says, I think Vikings go Trent McDuffie. That's not
I
a
think you're
bad
right.
take.
I
Yeah,
think
that's not
you're
a bad take.
because they have what Patrick Peterson and what's his name? They have another corner's name. I forget his name. Um, he got burned a couple of times last year. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did I think of his name?
Trent McDuffie. Justin Roberts says Jermaine Johnson is overrated.
Oh.
Interesting. Gene Pool says Ravens go get Kyle Hamilton. Hey, I mean, I'd be really mad if we got Kyle
It's
Hamilton.
hard because we just paid Marcus Williams.
Yeah.
Chuck Clark isn't going anywhere. You have Geno Stone, Brandon Stevenson can fill in back there. I can't see it.
Jonathan Washington Jr. says Jordan Davis is overrated.
It's like a civil war going on right now. Come on.
I know, right? But it's like, guys, we got to figure out this whole edge rusher situation as well. It's like, man, we got to get pressure on quarterbacks. At the end of the day, we got to get pressure on quarterbacks. We have not been able to do that. So, till we do, we got to keep swinging for the fences. All right. Yep. So the Seahawks will select offensive tackle Charles Cross, as you guys can see here, tweeted by Ari Myrov. So they add some protection up front. The Seahawks do. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. We kind of figured he probably wasn't going to fall to us anyway. Damn near almost did. But, you know.
I'm so happy that they did pick Charles Cross. I'm looking, they lost Carlos Dunlap. And I mean, that them getting Jermaine Johnson would definitely fit. So that is like one of our bullets dodged. Is this in their pick? Oh, no, it's not a pick. So they wanted to pick rather than trade. So I'm surprised they didn't trade back because they. But this kind of, I don't know. Are they trying to build around Drew Lock, build around Geno Smith? I don't know. Kind
of. Jermaine Johnson, man, he's there. He's there. Let's see. Chris Reed asks here, am I the only one who would think it would be dumb if we passed on Jameson Williams? If he's there at 14, we pass on him. Do you think that's the wrong move? You've seen his tape.
I don't think so. I mean, I would like Pickens in the second round then. I don't see us going receiver. I don't think it would happen. I don't know. I'm conflicted with a lot of things with this team because I don't know where we're gonna go because it's just a really weird year with the draft. Honestly, I'm speechless.
Super weird.
I'm speechless.
Me too. Super speechless, man. We have no idea what's gonna happen. You guys can see here, Jonas Schaefer just tweeting out, this is what the Ravens war room looks like tonight. It's just chaos. Chaos everywhere.
Every player just...
Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen. It's just like, wow. Let's see. Justin Roberts says here, Jermaine Johnson will not beat out Tyus Bowser, and of course not Owe for those starting edge rushing positions.
If Bowser's healthy.
If he's healthy, yes. And I know Tyus Bowser, he led the team in sacks last season, which is kind of like, it's interesting because like he did that, yet we still have more faith in Odafe Owe to be the better player at the end of the day.
Because Bowser can hop into coverage and is pretty good at it too. He's gotten a couple of picks in coverage. He can just do it all. I think he doesn't get enough shine, I think. Like, you don't think of him, his name, but he can do it all.
Right. So let's see. The Jets are back on the clock now. Let's see.
Taking their
best fit. Their best fit at this point would be Jermaine Johnson. An edge rusher. Like I said, I think one of these two teams, the Jets, maybe the Vikings, they might go with a Jermaine Johnson. I see no reason as to why they would not. So, guys, get ready. Just get yourselves ready. If Jermaine Johnson's not there after this pick, hey, I mean... It's Jordan Davis season. That's all I'll say. I
I feel they're gonna take Jameson Williams here at number 10. Weird
You think
feeling.
so? Hmm.
Oh, wrong receiver. Wrong receiver. But it is a receiver
Wrong
going to number 10.
receiver. Is it Chris Olave?
It is not. It is his teammate.
Oh, Garrett Wilson.
It is. Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay. All right. So another receiver off the board. We will take that. We will definitely take that. Thank you, New York.
Listen. And Kyle
We'll take
Hamilton is
that.
still on the board for it. I think Kyle Hamilton goes 13 to the Texans. That's my uneducated guess.
Oh man.
Or he could go to the football team. Never mind. Hold up.
Jeez. Wow. So it's just getting closer and closer and closer. Only 3 more teams pick before us, guys. Only 3 more teams pick before us. Dre says Garrett Wilson is nice.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yeah. Boz says, guys, listen, the Steelers are going Malik Willis.
Do you know something we don't know? Do you have info?
He's got to. I know he's like all plugged in with the Steelers, you know.
He's like all jittery
Insiders
right
and
now.
whatnot. Wow. I mean, that's another thing too. The Steelers take a quarterback. That'll be very interesting to me because, I mean, there's just, I don't know.
Everywhere.
It's just talent, you know? Like, there's just something else to worry about, to be concerned about in our division. As if there's not already enough. As if we already didn't have, you know, Joe Burrow in the division. As if we already didn't have Baker Mayfield in the Browns, which is now Deshaun Watson in the Browns. Like, it's, wow. So if Malik Willis, if they do get him, the Steelers, and he actually ends up being, like, that guy, then, wow. The AFC North is just stacked from top to bottom. But
So this likely ends a run of Deebo Samuel. The Jets made a push, but it wasn't happening.
yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
Rafael Perez here says, just trade back. Just trade back. What are you feeling about that? You think the Ravens trade back at this point?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
So the Jets did offer the number 10 overall pick for Deebo Samuel. I think that was smart of the Niners to decline that because you're not getting Deebo.
You're not getting a Deebo.
Yeah.
Back. Yes,
I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, well, Deebo, he has probably got somebody in his ear. He probably has had somebody in his ear telling him, hey, the 49ers are using you like a hybrid wide receiver and a running back. You need to get paid like that, right? Yeah. So
Or
he's saying,
your
hey,
body.
look. Yeah, he's saying like, hey, look, before I go out and play a whole nother season or 2 or 3 for you guys, it's like, let's get a deal done now so my money's squared away, taken care of. Because I'm going to take a lot of hits. I'm going to get real banged up if I'm carrying the ball out of the backfield, jet sweeps, you know what I mean? Screens, things like that. Like, he's going to get hit a lot. So I get it.
Jeff Straback tweeted it. There are 3 picks ahead of the Ravens after another receiver. Top guys remaining with potential Ravens interest. Jermaine Johnson, Kyle Hamilton, Trent McDuffie, Jordan Davis, and God save me, Trevor Penning.
Yeah. It's looking like BPA because I feel like
one of those guys
there's
will
no
be
way. That's what I'm saying. There's no way Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Davis are both there at 14. And if they are, who do you want?
The Commanders are trading back from number 11. We have our first trade of the night.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness gracious! Who could it be?
This is scary. This is scary now.
Because I actually think it could be. I think it really could be the Ravens. Unfortunately, if we really Jermaine Johnson, but I don't think we should. I would rather take Davis at 14 instead of trading up. That's just me.
Who are they trading with?
I am waiting from Mr. Rappaport. The Saints are on the clock.
Wow.
Could the Saints possibly be getting Malik Willis right now?
Oh, man. No, there's no way. Because the Saints had the 16th and the 19th pick. They had to know he'd still be there. Both of those picks are before the Steelers.
So who would they trade up for?
Oh, man.
Maybe Kyle Hamilton. They just lost Marcus Williams.
They just lost Marcus Williams, so it makes sense. They
did sign Marcus May, but you can get.
Oh, man.
I think this is Hamilton. Could it be?
Wow. Okay, so a sudden turn of events here. The Saints are now on the clock, as you guys can see. The Washington Commanders, they traded back from number 11. So the Saints
Yeah.
are now about to make their pick. Our picks for their pick gonna be we're looking at Kyle Hamilton. Like we said, we're looking at Kyle Hamilton. We hope,
yeah.
honestly. I would, yeah. If I'm not Washington, if I'm the Saints, I probably either go get him or
Ooh.
what is
Do you
it?
think? It's
Oh,
not in yet, but I'm thinking a receiver possibly.
but yeah,
They have
you're
nobody.
right.
They have absolutely nobody.
So I wonder what did they trade for? Let me see.
Yeah, the details aren't out.
Yeah, so like, do
I hope they
still
didn't trade both
have?
their first round picks. I hope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which picks do they still have is the question, you know. So, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm still waiting to hear the details. We hear the deets.
Here are the deets. Yeah, Saints on the clock. Best fit for them would be Jordan Davis. Maybe they hopped up because they knew that the Ravens were going to take this guy.
And it's okay. So it still shows them having their pick after the Eagles.
Yep.
So they had what, the 16 and the 19, correct?
Yeah. It's a lot of first round picks.
Yeah,
What did they
don't
give up?
even. Okay, so I don't think not even the TV knows yet.
I see on mine that they're on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the details of it?
Oh, so Washington gets 16, 98, and 120. So
Okay.
they flip first. What's that? A third and a fourth,
Right.
I believe.
Yeah.
Or two fourths.
That's,
No, a third and a fourth.
third and a fourth. That's what it sounds
That's
like.
literally what we were talking about. Like if the Ravens wanted to trade up, we could. Okay.
Interesting. It's just going to be interesting to see who they traded up for at this spot.
Yeah.
Who did they trade up for that they thought that the Texans, the Ravens, or the Minnesota Vikings would have taken before them?
Or the Eagles too, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Which is why I think receiver. Or I don't know. I'm getting a headache thinking about who could it be.
Jabbar Cruz Ellis says, "Please God, let it be Hamilton." Jonathan Washington says, "Kyle
That's-
Hamilton or Jamison Williams."
It has to be one of those two. If I would have, it has to be.
Yeah.
They got 3 minutes.
With what quarterback though?
Jameis.
Jameis is not. Oh man.
Could they possibly get a receiver then get a quarterback with their other pick?
It's possible. They go ahead, they get Jamison Williams with the 11th pick, and then boom,
get Pickett
with
or Willis.
the 19th pick. I'd say they get Willis. They'd probably go Willis. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
they'd probably go Willis because it's right before the Steelers. It'd honestly be a big fuck you to the Steelers, honestly.
Dude, Boz would be. Ugh.
They'd
Steeler
be in
fans would be
shambles.
because they had Hurts taken before them, DK taken like a pick right before them, and then it happened with Willis.
Yeah. Wow, so the Saints are on the clock with that 11th pick, and then there's only 2 more picks after that until the Ravens make their decision. So we're getting close here. We're getting close. Very, very close.
We're getting super duper close. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Man, make sure if you guys are watching this live stream right now, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we just appreciate you guys rocking out with us on the 2nd annual Purple Rain Podcast Draft Night Edition. Yeah. Let's see. Chris Reed says, "Could it be Jordan Davis? Just spitballing. I am stressed. We are all on the edge of our seats, my man.
Yeah.
It's not just you. Like, we are, yeah. We don't know. Because if they take Jordan Davis, then I'm not going to be just hurt. I'm going to be like, I'm going to be pretty upset. Not going to lie. Maybe pretty upset. Because I feel like 12 and 13, I feel like the Texans could probably go with an edge rusher, i.e. Jermaine Johnson. And then we're just all out of sorts, you know. We have to pick a DB.
Their pick is in, and it was neither.
Okay.
It's a receiver, but not Jameson.
It's a receiver, not Jameson.
So that leads us with the other Ohio State receiver. One Chris Olave.
So Chris Olave. Chris Olave goes number 11. And you see, this is the FOMO here, the fear of missing out that we were just talking about like 10, 15 minutes ago. Like, you never want to be the team that, passed up on the next big thing at wide receiver, especially considering how much they ask to get paid now. You want to get that talent young, cheap, that sort of thing. So this doesn't surprise me. But, wow. I mean, Jameis, he's going to have the weapons. So
him and Michael Thomas, two Ohio State receivers.
Yeah. Oh, man. Getting closer and closer. We might have the pick of the litter here, guys. We might have actually what we've been waiting for. Choices, options.
I'm gonna project McDuffie to Minnesota, Hamilton to Houston. That leaves us with Davis, Johnson. And now the Lions are on the clock. The Lions have traded.
Wow.
They say this is a big trade. So the Lions must have just traded their number 32 overall pick.
Okay.
No way the
Processing
Lions
all of this information.
traded up to get a quarterback.
Yeah. So as you guys can see there, Saints will be taking Ohio State wide receiver Chris Olave. But there's been a trade for the pick right after that. So it won't be the Minnesota Vikings picking. It will be the Detroit Lions.
An NFC North trade. I am
Interesting.
bamboozled.
Interesting.
This is insanity.
It is indeed. You guys can see like my kind of live feed here of tweets.
Yeah, this is lovely.
It is. Yeah.
I love it. There's no that. I don't think they would take a receiver here. I really don't. Who would he?
This is crazy, dude. This is insane.
Please, Ravens, don't go for Penning.
If the Ravens would have,
if we get Penning, I'm literally gonna bash my head on this table.
I would be heated. I'd be heated at this point. Yeah, I'd be heated for sure.
So, okay. So the Lions traded their 32, 34, and 66 for picks 12 and 46. Okay. So a first, a second, and a third.
Wow.
And they're getting a receiver. This is the other receiver that just went off. It's the last one we were talking about. There it is.
Jameson?
Yes, it is.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Welcome to the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, we're definitely going to either have Jermaine Johnson or Jordan Davis, which is cool.
Hey.
So we're going to get somebody we want, unless the Ravens decide to go with. We'll see. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. We're just going to stand by and just watch.
If they got him, I'm not going to be here. That Magic Johnson.
The Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
In other news, you can see Ari Myrov just tweeted here. The NFL announces the first ever Thursday night football game on Amazon in Week 2 will be Chargers versus Chiefs.
Dope.
Well, that's going to happen. They don't care. It is, yeah, it is.
We do not care.
The comments be hilarious. Like, I love them. But okay, wow. All right, wow. Chris Olave, followed by Jameson Williams.
That's receivers right there.
Yeah. 3 receivers, back to back to back.
Big.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's wow. For the last 5 picks, receiver. Okay. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close.
Hamilton's too good to not go, I believe, personally, to the Houston Texans. Or it could be McDuffie. No, it can't. They just got Stingley. What am I talking about?
What do
If they
do
take
here?
Jermaine Johnson here, I did not wait all this time to be disappointed.
Wow. Let's see. Shino Joestar here says McDuffie or Davis or Johnson for number 14.
That might be the reality.
Yeah. McDuffie is going to be there, dude. What do we do? Chris Reese. It's
a good
man.
place to be at. It's a good place to be. I think if
It
McDuffie, Davis, and Jermaine Johnson are there, I think it's time to watch out for the trade back. I think it's time.
McDuffie, Johnson, Davis. If you got to pick one right now, go.
Johnson. I'm picking that to have him paired up with Owe and then having Bowser. And then we can focus on defensive backs later in the draft. And then I think we can find another defensive tackle. That would hurt, but I like Jermaine Johnson. I really do.
I like him too.
You picking Jordan Davis? I feel like you are.
I got to go Jordan Davis, man.
Okay.
I got to go Jordan Davis only because he gives you like that double threat. Like he can stop the run.
Trade.
Another one. Is it involving us?
No, it's the Eagles.
Okay.
So
the Eagles.
Who were the Eagles
Texans.
jumping in? Who were they
Damn
jumping in?
it.
They're jumping in front of us to grab
Yes. It's going to
Who
be
would it be?
Jermaine Johnson because they wanted Thibodeaux. So they want one of the premier edge rushers in this class. Jermaine Johnson is good as gone. I'm calling it right here, right now. I'm telling you.
who? I see my
He's
boy
gone.
Conewood is hurt about Chris Olave. He's a Chargers fan. Sorry about that.
Olave Chargers. Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. So the Eagles are leapfrogging the Ravens. They have traded up.
For who? Who could it be?
Like I said, I think it's Jermaine Johnson.
You know, it would make sense. It would make sense.
I mean,
I'd
I'm
be
not
hurt,
happy
but I
about
mean-
it. Yeah.
So we're gonna get somebody that we expected to get. So we've had 3 straight trade ups. And we
Yeah.
have 4 or 5 straight defensive players taken, and now 3 receivers in a row taken.
Man. This is insane. The Eagles, they leapfrogged us.
The damn dirty birds.
As you guys can see right here, Jeff Zariback tweets it out. Eagles now move up ahead of the Ravens at 13. Wow.
I'm waiting for
Eagles
this
on the
pick.
clock.
Like, who could
Yeah.
it be?
Yeah.
The Eagles traded 15, 124, 162, and 166 just to move up 2 spots.
That's how you know, though. That's how you
A
know. They
first,
know
a
we
fourth,
wanted an
a
edge
fifth.
rusher.
A first, a fourth, and 2/5.
They knew Jermaine Johnson was there was a 50-50 chance that he was not getting past pick 14. And they didn't want to take that risk. So that's what I'm calling it right now.
Did you see Drake's bet earlier today?
No.
He bet money on Drake London going top 10. He got $335,000. He won
Wow.
for Drake London going top 10.
Rich get richer. Wow.
Yeah, he bet $100K for him to go. He made $235K. I'm just on Twitter right now waiting to see who this is.
Yeah. Man. This is fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's madness. Just like this offseason, would you expect anything less?
No, I would not.
Who could it be?
We're just like sitting waiting.
There's nothing to say. I mean, we're just.
I know, like, wow. This is literally like that drum roll moment.
Yeah, I don't think we can just rule out people. It's not going to be a receiver.
Yeah. Justin
defensive
Roberts says,
side
"I
of the
hope it's
ball.
Johnson."
I think it's gonna be a defensive. It has to be a defensive player. Hamilton, Davis, or Johnson. It's one of those three.
Yeah. Justin Roberts here says Davis gives you A gap pressure, which is the worst for any quarterback. Yeah, when you have a big defensive lineman in your lap before you can get done with your 3-step drop, that's pretty tough.
And
Which is
Brandon
why,
Williams wasn't doing that.
yeah, I mean he's a run stuffer, but he wasn't getting after the quarterback, So
And neither is Michael Pierce.
right.
Oh my word!
Can you just send me the tweet? Just send me the tweet.
I just said one of us is gonna be happy. Well, I mean, we both are kind of gonna be upset, but
Okay. All right. Well, there it is. You guys can see it right there on the screen. The Eagles are drafting Jordan Davis at pick number 13. They go out and they get the freak of nature. They get the specimen. The guy that I want.
you know what?
We
can't be upset. I mean, they jumped. They knew we liked him, so they jumped us. Gotta give.
I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm mad. Legit. I mean, it's gonna make our next pick easy. I think we definitely go Jermaine Johnson. No brainer.
I think it's just like we must. I mean, the fact that they jumped us. I mean, there was obvious interest from us, but
I really wanted Jordan Davis, dude. I really wanted Jordan Davis. Wow.
So we're getting Jermaine Johnson and Kyle Hamilton or McDuffie. Who would have thought Hamilton would have? Whoever gets Hamilton is going to get a steal.
Yeah, I mean you're right. Kyle Hamilton, but people just don't see safety as like a premium position right now, for whatever reason. So
we do. We spent $70 million on one.
Yeah, you can see the priorities of these front offices based off of who they're picking. It's the premium positions. It's the edge rushers. It's the wide receivers, offensive tackles. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm gonna say if we pick Penning here, I honestly might revoke my fandom.
Dude, this is insane. Eagles drafting Jordan Davis at pick number 13. Ravens are on the clock. Ravens officially on the clock. Wow. All right, this is it, guys. This is it. This is where we find out, who are we bringing into this 2022 regime that is supposed to be a day one impact player, starter, just making moves. Who is this going to be? It's got to be, I'm thinking Jermaine Johnson. If they go in a different direction, I'm going to be shocked.
I feel like it's Jermaine Johnson. Don't be surprised if it's Kyle Hamilton, personally. That's just me. It's like Mike McDonald has. He has just had a hell of an off season. See, this could have been avoided if we just got if we finished the Darius Smith signing.
Yeah, you're right.
We could have traded back.
Oh man, Ravens are on the clock. Wow. They took Jordan Davis from us. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sick. Because I mean, my guy Justin Roberts was just saying it, man. Like he's giving you the gospel right here.
I got you.
Davis, he can give you that A gap pressure. We don't have anything like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got the one. I think it's Perion Winfrey. I think we could get him later in the rounds. Somebody Neal from, I believe, Texas A&M. Still a couple of guys. I mean, but they're not Jordan Davis. Let's just be honest. They're not him.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis is kind of a freak of nature too, which I'm surprised he. Thinking about it more and more, I'm kind of mad. But
good thing is we won't have to compete against him.
True.
That's the thing I'm happy about. I'm pretty sure we don't play the Eagles this year. Probably won't be for another year or two, honestly.
If it's Hamilton, we are truly best player available because he was being projected top 5, which is crazy.
But it's just, I don't know. I mean, our safety room does not need
I'm
any
right there
extra
with.
help right now. It's just,
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Do you think we're trading back? There's, according to the media, I mean, I don't value Penning as being our guy, but there's 4 people that could possibly be a Raven: McDuffie, Johnson, Penning, and Hamilton.
dude, no clue, no clue. It's
Yeah,
just,
same.
wow.
I'm waiting. We're waiting.
Emotions, there's just things running through my mind right now. Um, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Well, we're waiting.
We are. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. If you're in here watching live right now, appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. There's going to be plenty of content on whoever we draft in the next 4 or 5 minutes, and plenty of content on everybody else who we do draft.
Oh yeah.
In all these rounds. So, let's see. Justin Roberts here says we need cornerback and O-line help. Yes, we do. We do. Which is why I would not be mad, if McDuffie is the pick here. Would not be upset. But at the same time, like I say before, and I'll keep doubling down, it's a hit and not get hit league. We have to be able to get after these quarterbacks, especially considering the quarterbacks that we have in our division.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying one Jermaine Johnson?
I'm saying Jermaine Johnson. I'm saying we pick him up. We get a Jermaine Johnson, man. Solidify that edge rush.
Oh, good news for you. Your 76ers won. Knocked out the Raptors.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
And I see it.
No way.
I see it.
Hey.
I see it. You guys see it here. The Ravens are taking safety Kyle Hamilton with the 14th pick.
Oh my word.
Oh my gosh, dude. I like it. I don't love it. I'm thinking about right now how Kyle Hamilton can be sideline to sideline, but we have Marcus Williams. Oh my god.
This has a lot about Chuck Clark. This has a whole lot about Chuck Clark for me.
Jesus. Wow.
I'm looking at it. That's a top 5 pick we just got at 14, which is a steal.
We did. Yes, you're right.
And I have questions like he's not going to get to the quarterback.
No, he's not.
Like, I mean, unless maybe this Mike McDonald defense is something that we don't know. I feel us past one Jermaine Johnson could hurt us, but we'll see. Very Ravens-esque pick,
Man. Kyle Hamilton is the pick. Kyle Hamilton is the guy. All right. So, it has just been made official. Kyle Hamilton, safety, has been picked by the Ravens at number 14. Let's go ahead and get our just official.
Let's just talk about it.
Let's just talk about it. Our official knee-jerk reactions, right? Let's start with A through F. Alex, what do you rate this draft?
I'll go a B to B+.
B+ for this pick. That's fair. B to B+. For me, I'm going to say C+.
Okay.
And I say C+. I give it the plus because, yeah, you did get top 5 value at pick number 14. Yes, you did. But at the same time, you picked up the best player available, but you didn't pick up the best player available for your team and for your roster. And I just don't think that happened.
And we still have holes. I mean, we still have a defense, like a cornerback role. We still have this inside interior rush and another edge rusher as well. I mean, Pernell McPhee ain't coming back. This could maybe help out with the Jimmy Smith, him not coming back either, but this is a very loaded safety room. And if Geno Stone, it's Geno Stone or Darius Washington, isn't there? One of them's gone, which actually really hurts me. But
yeah. What does this mean for like a Brandon Stevens,
I think he's playing corner.
Corner. Yeah,
He's
he's
playing
got to.
corner. He's playing slot corner.
Yeah. Because as Modius asks here, can Kyle Hamilton play cornerback? No, I think we fully intend to have him as a safety. You know, I mean, that's what he is. That's what he does. But wow, that is insane, man. That is insane. Like, that would be the last position group that I would expect us to attack in the first round of the NFL draft this year. The last one. And that's why I give it a C. I mean, like you said, you get the top 5 value with the pick number 14. But we didn't need that, though. We needed Jermaine Johnson. I don't know. A lot of emotions running through my veins right now. I'm sure you as well, Alex. Wow.
I there's just definitely question marks that I have with this pick.
Yeah.
BPA is cool, but we have, like I said, we have bigger needs. I think McDuffie probably would have been a better pick than Jermaine Johnson. Thinking about it with like a cool head, I think it probably would have been a better pick.
You think McDuffie would have been a better pick than Jermaine Johnson, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I just look at our secondary right now. We have 2 cornerbacks coming off of season-ending injuries. Marcus Peters hasn't played since January of 2021 in an actual meaningful game. I'm not mad at it. We got a hell of a talent. It's just you got to think about how can we put him in the best way possible to make plays for this team. Do I trust the coaching? That's the biggest question. I need to see something out of Mike McDonald. So we're giving him we're giving every reason to have a great season. Like
But now I feel like this definitely means, and this might be like the silver lining in this, for me at least. I think that they could definitely still address edge rusher later in this draft. Maybe they get one of my guys like Arnold Ebiketie. You know, I'm a big fan of my guy Ebiketie.
I like the way he plays. Yeah. I do. I like Nick Bonito, the way he plays from Oklahoma too.
Oh yeah.
I would love. I think this is also maybe a reactionary move to what the Bengals have done with their receiving room.
Yeah.
The Browns now. I mean, it's going to be a passing division.
Okay, here's why I feel like Eric DeCosta and company decided to go with Kyle Hamilton. I think that they have really good faith in Odafe Owe, which I do too. I think that they have really high faith in Tyus Bowser, which I do too. I feel like he's very versatile. Led the team in sacks last year. So, with that being said, I think what their philosophy is, hey, we need to be able to defend on the back end. Because these defenses, they were putting pressure on us deep down the field all year last year. You can see all the big plays. That was the narrative all last season. Big plays that the Ravens defense were giving up. Now we have a Marcus Williams. We also have a Kyle Hamilton sitting back there. So it's like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, you better think twice when you're rolling out of the pocket and you see somebody deep downfield. You better think twice because those guys can, they'll burn you. They will burn you. Kyle Hamilton, playmaker. Marcus Williams, playmaker. I like it in that aspect, but if we're not getting to the quarterback, none of this matters.
And the Texans will select Texas A&M offensive lineman Kenyon Green. He started at 4 different positions on the offensive line last year. Instant plug and play. Now I might have to just say, if we were to take him, because we don't know what's going on with their line at guard. I mean, I guess they trust Ben Cleveland playing left guard. I wouldn't have minded because Kevin Zeitler isn't going to be here next year either. I think that could have been definitely a pick, but we keep on focusing on the defense. Defense.
Yeah. Kyle Hamilton. I mean,
I'm waiting for the offense.
Eric DeCosta told you yesterday. He told all of us yesterday that they will draft the best player available, and that's exactly what they did. Can't be mad at that, but it's also like, hey, man, your team had other needs. Now, this does present opportunities to me, at least, to trade back up into the first round.
I mean, I'll probably take a second, a third, and a fourth. Depends for who. Probably a corner, if anything.
I mean, hey, we have, 5 picks in the 4th round?
Yep, and that is confirmed. Nah. No way.
What's happening?
Apparently, this
Whoa!
page
Get the
ain't no fucking no way. There's no way we traded Marquise Brown. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's
Stop
no
it.
way we traded Marquise Brown.
Stop it.
Bro, I'm gonna be sick if we do.
Whoa! There's no way. Lamar's gonna be sick. There's no way.
We traded him. We traded him.
We traded him to get back into the first round.
Me? Why would you trade?
Bro.
Why would you trade Marquise Brown? He's back with Kyler. Maybe they can play Madden together now.
Talk about it.
Imagine finally getting a receiver who actually was worth a fuck, and you trade him. 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Bro, 1,000-yard receiver, and you fucking trade him.
Best friend of the star quarterback, and you trade him.
I'm trying to keep it together, bro, because, like...
I don't keep it together. There's no point.
Why the fuck would you... Like, this literally... Yeah. Bro... This is basically like me and Sutton right now. Let's say Sutton, like went to a whole different podcast, and, like, somebody traded him. Like, it's kind of the same thing. Like, yeah. Why would you trade the quarterback's best fucking friend? They're trading the number 23 pick to the rate. That was true. That guy was true. We got the number 23 pick.
Wow. Hollywood Brown gone. Just like that. Receiving core totally shaken up. Oh my God. Let's talk. I mean, what? Are you serious right now?
1,000-yard receiver. Our first one since Mike Wallace. Homegrown. Completely homegrown.
Holy shit.
Was top 10.
Hollywood is gone.
Top 10 in receiving yards with Lamar Jackson as his quarterback. I'm like DaCosta, like, unless he was like, we need to find out more. But if he wasn't unhappy, I have problems.
Oh my God. We're speechless here. We're speechless, very speechless here on the Purple Rain podcast. A lot of emotions. Of course, the Ravens, if you're just tuning in, the Ravens did trade Hollywood Brown to the Arizona Cardinals to trade back into the first round for the 23rd overall pick. After just drafting a safety.
Marquise and Kyler is going to be a hell of a connection, though. But I feel like Hollywood wanted this because that's his.
No, I mean, there's no way. Like, Hollywood and Lamar, they were the thing.
You're right.
They were the thing. Like
that was like the bromance, bro.
Yeah.
I want to know the bets on Lamar not staying anymore.
Wow.
This.
Wow. So, I mean...
I'm disgusted right now, bro.
I'm at a loss. I just don't know. I don't have the words. I don't have the words right now. Yolanda is sending us a super chat donation. We thank you so much. Yolanda says, and if we are not careful, Lamar Jackson is not going to want to stay with us. We cannot keep doing things like this. Wow.
We can't. No, we really can't. Like, I'm sorry. How much fucking help does that midget Kyler Murray need? Honestly. Like, just to miss the playoffs again? Or making it get blown out?
He's got DeAndre Hopkins.
DaCosta, bro, and AJ Green. And
Hopkins,
Rondale Moore.
AJ Green, Rondo, Hollywood Brown. Christian Kirk.
Kirk's a Jaguar now.
Oh, is he? Oh, wow.
$80 million. You
that's right. Yeah,
you flip Kirk with Hollywood Brown, who's better than him.
Wow. Okay. Ravens trade Hollywood. Okay. Wow.
And the thing I was out here praising fucking DaCosta too, bro. Fuck that.
Dude.
That, bro.
Dude,
I said it last year. He'll make a really good pick and he'll make a really fucked up decision. It's good then bad, good then bad. Fuck.
Wow. I cannot believe that. I can't believe that, bro.
I know people like, you know, you have your problems with Marquise Brown, but he was a hell of a player for us. He was our most clutch player outside of Lamar Jackson, and I would die on that hill on that team. When he had a big game, he would come up with the catch.
Yeah, I mean,
Rashad Bateman stocks are going up though. I
Stocks
have
are
all the
going
faith
up.
in the world in Bateman. I just
Get
made
him in
that video
fantasy.
about Marquise Brown and D2. Oh fuck.
Yo, like, so we lose our deep threat. Right?
Talk
We
about it.
lose him. We have a so-called ex-receiver, Rashad Bateman. He still has some things to prove. We definitely think that he can get there. But the fact that Lamar does not have that guy anymore that can take the top off of the defense like that,
His best friend.
that's huge.
The one who he would go to games with, roll up with together. The ones who they would
Yeah.
just hang out off season just as friends.
Wow.
I'm sick.
Wow. Thank you again, Yolanda, for your super chat
Thank you.
donation.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm not like.
Oh my gosh, man. That is some news. That is some crazy news. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Like, that's insane. That is insane. Yeah. Heard it here first on the Purple Rain podcast. The Ravens have officially traded not Lamar Jackson. Should maybe at some point. The Ravens have officially traded Marquise Brown to the Cardinals. I'll say it again. Marquise Brown is now an Arizona Cardinal. How does that sound?
The fact we got that all in one.
Wow.
I could throw up right now.
What are you guys feeling in the chat? Let me know. Leo said it says he's replaceable.
Bro, like this I'm talking about. I mean, he's replaceable, but it's more about the quarterback. What have you done to make your quarterback want to stay here?
Yeah.
And getting rid of his best friend isn't.
It's not the play, right? It's not the move. All right. I say Lamar Jackson weighs in. Wow. Did he retweet
Did he
this?
retweet that?
I guess so, yeah. Wow. So, I mean,
he retweeted it.
he did. What does this mean? We traded away Hollywood. What does this mean?
We got a first round pick. I'm disgusted.
Jeez. But it's just like, are we going to have a disgruntled Lamar Jackson now because of this? You traded away his best friend, his number one target. Like, and he's already showing how this is an emotional thing for him, just like it is for us.
And we thought we were going to get off of the stream right after the Ravens pick.
Man. That is just, wow. Like,
Kyler Murray should win MVP next year. If he doesn't, he's a fucking fraud. And I'll leave it at that. The Cardinals have done everything possible. Everything possible for him to be great.
Yeah.
He's going to have a great first half of the season. Draft him in fantasy. He'll get you to the playoffs. He'll get you to the playoffs.
Wow. Jesus Christ, man. Conewood, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, Wilfredo. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
At least your Chargers know how to run a team or run an offense. Then again,
Wow.
oh man, I think we're gonna have a conversation about. I mean, and you know what? People were calling fans, dramatic for saying that Hollywood wasn't there with Lamar and Bateman, and I was one of them. Like, bro, stop playing. Like, he's rehabbing, he's doing all of this, and it was true. It was true.
This is the most unexpected news of the night by far. By far. Like, the Ravens really traded away Marquise Hollywood Brown. So now, does this shift our attention to needing another receiver in this draft in the first couple rounds? That is the question for me. Like, Titans are trading A.J. Brown to the Eagles. I mean, look what's going on. Like, A.J. Brown to the Eagles, dude. Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm just stuck on like.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, what the hell?
Yo, what's going on? What is going on? AJ Brown to the Eagles, Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. I can't, man. Conwood, thank you again for your super chat donation. Wow. That's. I really don't know how to take in all this information all at once. Wow, man.
How are they gonna listen,
guys?
Hollywood has to get paid next year. How are they gonna pay all these guys?
That's an interesting question, especially considering that Kyler wants his money too. My God, man, that's insane. That is insane. Nothing short of it. Like
that man traded. He went to number 5, and just. Can I return my jersey? Like, I'm trying to just make a joke out of this.
Wow. So you guys can see Jonah Schaefer's tweet here.
Like
getting a late first round pick back for him. It's good value, but it sure does turn a position of relative strength into a question mark, you know?
Like, that's what we were talking about, like, I was out here saying, like, I'm greedy, so I want another receiver, but you definitely persuaded me that Bateman and Hollywood is something that we literally have not had a receiving duo that is threats in years.
Yeah.
And so I have we both have all the faith in the world in Bateman. You have a ton more faith than me. Whole much ton more faith than me. But it's like, now who's your number 2 receiver? I don't want to hear the whole Tylen, Prochet, Duvernay, because I love them all. I do. We haven't seen it. Who is it? I mean, and receivers that are left, are we getting Pickens?
Like, that's, to me, we have to get another receiver now, because like Hollywood Brown was the one thing on our offense outside of Mark Andrews in our passing game, so to say, that you had to account for as a defensive coordinator. Okay, where is Hollywood Brown? What help do we have over the top for him? You know, that sort of thing. Now you don't have to worry about that anymore. You can key in on Mark Andrews even more. You can key in on the run game even more.
And like you said, like they were Oklahoma, bro. It's more than just Lamar at this point, you know? Bro, flip that first round pick. Give me DK Metcalf at this point.
Oh my God, this is. I don't know.
So there's no more debates about who's the number 1 receiver anymore, I guess.
No, I mean, I guess there's not. Rashad Bateman, by like super default, has 1 touchdown under his belt as a Raven. He is our wide receiver 1. That's our guy.
Think about that. Out of all the receivers right now, Wallace, Duvernay, Prochet, Bateman. Duvernay has the most touchdowns out of them. 2 receiving touchdowns. Bateman 1. What direction are we going in? Honestly. And who would have thought that? Thank you, Byron, for that. How the fuck did how did Giro outlast Hollywood? Yeah. What's the point of having soldiers when you're never going to use them? That tweet's hitting really hard right now.
Wow. We have another super chat donation. This one coming in from Yolanda. Thank you again so much. We appreciate it. Yolanda says, is it time to start having talks about firing Eric DaCosta? This is awful. Things seem to be out of hand right now. But I wouldn't say fire him. I want to wait, to see what happens with the rest of the first round. And then just the rest of the draft in general. Because obviously there's a glaring need. Me and Alex just talked about it. There's no other receiver other than Duvernay who had 2 touchdowns. So there's a glaring need for receiver now. And if they don't make something shake, and I don't just mean drafting a George Pickens. I don't mean anything like that. Like, you got to go get somebody. You know,
The top
you got to
receivers
get
are off the board.
a top. Then that's
They're off
the
the board.
problem. Yeah. So
Since
I don't
that
know who
trade,
they're
bro,
in
like
calls
nothing,
with.
like there's only been like 1 or 2 trades. Like there's like nothing else is going on. It's just trades. That's all it is.
Jesus. Wow.
I'm taking
Wow,
my
man.
loyalty to freaking different sport. And the Titans just got a receiver. They just got AJ Brown's replacement and Traylon Burks.
Oh, did they? Wow.
Well, Hollywood Brown tribute video coming out tomorrow. God damn, man.
Wow. Twisted Purple Bird, thank you so much for your super chat donation. Says in EDC, I still trust.
It's getting hard.
It's looking real bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. Twisted Purple Bird. I still trust too, but if something drastic does not happen tonight, there's a problem. There's a huge problem.
You know who has the most receiving touchdowns on the team right now?
Who's that?
Pat fucking Ricard.
Oh, MG. Oh,
Take
my
that and
gosh,
run with it.
man.
Sorry, I was doing great not cursing, but just leave it up to the Ravens to just
No, yeah.
leave it to the Ravens, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm glad we got that live reaction.
Yeah,
that
that's
happening,
definitely gonna get clipped. That's getting clipped.
We're gonna clip that. We're clip that, yeah.
I will happily censor out the curse words.
No, I mean let's keep the emotion in there, honestly. That's wow. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. AJ Brown to the Eagles is crazy. Marquise Hollywood Brown, though, I cannot stress enough how bad of a move that is for our offense. Because like I said, it takes away a whole element. One whole element. There's 3 elements to the Baltimore Ravens offense. There's the run game, and that includes, Lamar Jackson, Dobbins, Gus Edwards, all of them I'm grouping into one. The run game, number 2, Mark Andrews, number 3, and deep threat in Hollywood Brown. We no longer have that deep threat. So something has got to happen where we get that back in some sort of capacity. Because like I said, we don't want to hear Prochet. We don't want to hear Tylan Wallace-Duvernay to just step up and be that guy, because you weren't giving them opportunities last year to even, step up and show that, to prove themselves. So no.
Eagles are signing AJ Brown to a 4-year, $100 million extension.
Hey, more power to him, going out and getting their guy. I don't know, dude.
But Greg Roman's still here.
Yeah. Roman's still kicking, still going strong.
Wow. I just if you were gonna trade him, you should have traded him, during free agency. Not on the draft. I mean, we're pick number 23. The Packers are gonna pick a receiver.
Yeah. Let me see. Leo said it here, says, Sutton, you got to be shitting me if you think we can't replace that with someone substantial this offseason. Listen, man, it's not about who we can get for him immediately. It's more so to me about, and the shock value is here. You have a franchise quarterback who this was his number 1 target. And not only was this his number 1 target, this was like his best friend too. And you rip that away from him in the name of big business, National Football League type shit. And you expect Lamar Jackson to just be okay with it? Now Lamar Jackson is going to have this in his mind that, hey, look, everybody around me, including myself, are expendable. Doesn't matter what Lamar Jackson wants as the franchise quarterback. I'm expendable. All my pieces around me are expendable. And the Ravens are in it for themselves. So if you thought that there was like a bridge between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens now, in terms of like their relationship and communication, that bridge just got a little bit longer, right? To me.
I'm sorry, it's Mark Andrews who has the most touchdowns. Then after our All-Pro best tight end in the league, it is then Patrick Ricard. Shout out to my dad. I was sorry. I was like, I was in the motion. I'm just like, I didn't even think about Mark Andrews, honestly. Like I thought of everybody else but him. So
let's see. Yeah. Black Daniel says here, Hollywood tweeted 4 days ago, big respect to those that actually kept their word.
Yep. I know it's hard. I want to take the All right, I want to take like the personal out of it. Like Hollywood's been to just like fans and all that, but like 23 getting a first round pick is good value for him. But what I'm still upset about is it's Lamar. Without Lamar, what
Yeah.
are we? What is this team?
Yeah.
We're third in the AFC North. That's what this team
You got to
is.
think like,
Maybe
was this
fourth.
2 hours and 5 minutes in, into this stream, into this NFL draft? We were thinking that, maybe the Ravens are going to do some things in the draft to help Lamar Jackson. So far, they've done everything to not help Lamar Jackson. They draft on defense, which I'm not mad at. But then they go out and just double down. So not only are we not getting, somebody to help out Lamar Jackson, we're going to take away one of his weapons, So I don't know. It feels like we're making things harder on ourselves.
I thought this was the craziest season. This off season, it just got even. This is the craziest draft.
This is. Yeah. This is by far.
I mean, it does. I mean, like I said, I don't want to believe, that he's somebody not being at the facility means they're not happy. I never believed in that, but I mean, it can be true. And sometimes there's guys who weren't at the Ravens facility that are still going to play here. I just think about big game player. Hard to get another one.
Oh, yeah.
I've completely forgot about the draft. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at it here, and I'm seeing Jermaine Johnson is still on the board, But at this point, it's like our needs kind of shift. Our needs shift just like that, which is the craziest thing about all of this. Like, because now not only is it edge rusher, you got a wide receiver right there, and wide receiver could arguably be our biggest need right now, just with that news happening. Wow. I mean, like, you already had people earlier in this stream saying like, "Hey, let's get wide receiver," and we were saying like, "No, come on, guys, really receiver."
Hollywood, he posted a tribute video. This has been in the workings.
He posted it.
Yeah, like thank you video, I guess.
Nice. There you go. Your guy simply is 10. Oh, that's really cool.
Well, that's not even a goodbye video. It's just him like training. I guess. Trevor Penning went to the Saints, so he won't be a.
Damn it, dude. That is wow. Wow. Twisted Purple Bird chimes in here with another super chat donation. Says trade 23rd pick for Thibodeaux Samuel. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't see that happening, especially if they weren't willing to take pick number 10 from the Jets. Don't see that happening. Would be nice though. Would be nice. I would like a Thibodeaux Samuel.
I don't know what we're doing at 23.
I have no idea. I have no clue, honestly. I have no clue what we're doing at 23. And so, I actually see here some people are talking about if Lamar might have been involved in this decision. And no, there's no way that they involved Lamar Jackson with this decision. You saw the retweet he just retweeted. No.
Well, are we still gonna be calling God at the end of every stream? It's gonna be the most painful call God tonight. I'll tell you that.
It is. It will be very painful. This one for sure. It will be.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Like, there's no way that just happened. I mean, we could still get McDuffie, but I doubt we're gonna. It has to be a receiver.
Yeah. Ravens trade Hollywood Brown. Traded Hollywood. And you guys, the Rain Gang watched that live with us. So big shout out to the Rain Gang, all you guys who were here to hear that news. We broke the news for you guys.
When I saw the tweet,
big shout out to y'all.
I didn't believe it.
I think we both saw it at the exact same time, which is why it was like super cool.
Was by JPA Football, I think.
Yeah.
If we knew we were gonna, we could have traded up to get a receiver. If we.
Oh my God. That is incredible. That's incredible, man. Like,
I feel bad for Kyle Hamilton because like nobody's even paying attention to his pick. Like I could give two.
no one.
I could care less.
Yeah, right now it's could totally care less.
So a team source.
Tomorrow will probably be.
Oh,
What's
this
up?
was something he wanted to end. He wanted this in the end. He wanted to be with
Who?
Kyler
Hollywood?
Murray. He wanted to be with Kyler Murray. If you, they could, like I said.
But it's just I don't. He wanted to be with Kyler Murray so much that he didn't want to be with Lamar. Is that what we're saying here?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm taking Lamar over Kyler any day of the week that ends in Y. That ends with day.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, I just don't see Hollywood Brown being the type of guy who's just like, I like Kyler better. I like Kyler. We went to college together. Lamar, I'm done with you. Let's send me to Arizona. Like, I don't see that.
I think there's
for
one
fuck's
man.
sake. I mean, these guys pull up to the game together.
It's the man who sits in the skybox and calls plays. He wanted to get the ball more. He wanted to make the most money, and he's going to make the most money in Arizona being wide receiver 2 or 3, playing with DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Green. I respect. I mean, I get it. I think it falls on everybody in the coaching. It falls on them. Doesn't fall on the players. It falls on the coaches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Like I said, at least we didn't get Trevor Penning. That's the only good thing I can say.
The one positive. I mean,
We could get, I mean, Jermaine Johnson's still there, McDuffie, but like.
Wow. One session 27 says he did not want to play in a run-first offense anymore. Yeah, a possibility, I guess, right? Wow. Lost for words. Hollywood Brown is an Arizona Cardinal. Trauma Boys. Big shout out to Trauma Boys. What's up? Says, had to come over here as soon as I heard the news. Yeah, thank you for joining. This is tough. We're really going through it right now. Greg Roman has to go. Emphasis on the has to. Yeah, I don't think the Ravens are at all concerned about getting rid of Giro. It seems to be everybody else is the problem, the offense, instead of Greg Roman. So I don't know. NFL Prod says I'm hurt. Same, bro.
It's like, bro,
Justin Roberts says he knew.
One coach or what, 11 players? One coach or how? I don't like putting it all on a coach because it's on players too. But at a point, bro, you don't start giving up players for a fucking coach. You don't, and that's what just happened. That's just what happened.
Yeah. Justin Roberts says he wanted to get paid, bro. Ask Orlando Brown.
But everybody let's check in on Boz, y'all.
You get Malik Willis? Did they get him?
It ain't Malik, bro. It ain't Malik.
It ain't Malik? Uh-oh.
It's another quarterback.
Kenny. No way.
It is.
Wow. Wow.
And I'll be honest, I would have bet so much money that I was Malik Willis because he's met with Tomlin. They did extensive research on him. They eat chicken wings together.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said, Mike's telling me chicken wings.
And this is what I was saying before, bro. That's what I was saying before. Like, it's about who they like more at the end of the day. I feel like they liked Kenny Pickett just a little bit more than they did Malik Willis. And that's why he is going to be their next quarterback. Boz, how you doing, man? Boz, where you at? Let us know where you at right now with it. How you feeling? Boz is our moderator here. One of our moderators. He is a Steelers fan. For all you guys who don't know, look at Boz there chiming in. Yeah, how you feel our pain?
Boz, how you feel is how I feel that times 50 right now with Hollywood.
Times 50. Oh yeah.
Right, like.
Oh yeah.
And I get to go to sleep in my room with the Hollywood jersey next to me, so that's gonna be fun.
Insane.
Could the Ravens do it?
So many questions we have now. Hollywood was great, man, but I'm more worried about what this will do with Lamar signing with us again.
I agree.
I agree too. Like I said, that bridge between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens is getting longer and longer. I I don't know, man. If you're trying to convince this guy to sign this big deal and keep him in your franchise for the next 5, 6, whatever years, make him happy. You know?
And Hollywood Brown liked to tweet, no one is having a better night than Hollywood. He did the impossible and escaped Greg Roman.
Wow. There it is. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. For those of you guys who didn't just hear what Simply just said.
He's been unhappy with him since, I'd say, 2020. I can tell you that person. I know that. I mean,
Soldiers.
Let me
look up Hollywood.
They wouldn't. Yeah. Hollywood wanted to get the ball more. He wanted to be more of a red zone target, and he wanted to be more of a focal point of the offense. And he was it, and then he just wouldn't be it for a couple of games. There was no fluidity with this offense. So,
wow.
The Ravens know how to ruin a good thing, don't they?
Yeah, and you can see it right here. No one's having a better night than Hollywood. That man escaped, did the impossible, got rid of Greg Roman, escaped Gregory Roman. Yeah, I mean, and this is like right after this news broke. He's liking tweets like this. Shout out to our guy Ramey. Damn, bro. That's crazy, man. I still don't know what to say. And yes, we're going to clip this video of us reacting to the Hollywood Brown trade. But I can definitely see more videos on that coming out in the future, the very, very near future. So make sure you guys go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Because, boy, I thought we had content coming out like with just this draft news stuff. Oh, my God. There's going to be so much more coming down the pipeline for the Purple Rain podcast. So make sure you are locked in, subscribe to the channel. Also follow us on Instagram at the Purple Rain podcast. We do have another super chat donation. This one's coming in from our guy Michael. What's going on, Michael? Thank you so much for joining the stream and donating to the show as well. Says, you guys are being prisoners of the moment right now. You know they didn't do this without talking to Lamar, and he was not practicing with Lamar this offseason. I mean, you can say that, but why did Lamar Jackson retweet a tweet that says, no, why would you trade? Why would he react that way? You know?
Right. And I think there is a disconnect between the front office and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. At this point, yeah. I can definitely see it. Let's go ahead and pull up the Lamar Jackson just for those.
2 picks away from the Baltimore Ravens from picking.
Well, you can see what Lamar Jackson and Hollywood tweeted right here, actually. Hollywood tweeted, I wish I could have played with my brother forever, but I'm going to see you at the top at Lamar. And, you know, Lamar just kind of giving the trust symbol there. Jeez. And you can see right here where he retweeted. What the fuck, bro? We traded away Hollywood, you know, heartbroken. So there you have it right there. Lamar's not happy with it. I don't think he was necessarily in on it either. But who knows? We can't really say at the end of the day, but what we do know is that
to the Patriots.
Nice. That's fitting.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
I thought the night was gonna go. I mean, it was going great. Everybody that we wanted was there.
Wow. 2 more picks until we pick again. Swift J says, who are y'all about to get next?
Gotta get Payne.
This.
Look at who's likes. Lamar's likes, he said?
I guess Lamar's, yeah. I'm looking right here. Okay.
So that's the first quarterback at 20.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Jeez. What a night. Did not go into the stream thinking that we would not have Hollywood Brown by the time I got off this stream.
Yeah. This is...
So...
Okay. Yeah. Well, we got Green Bay and then us.
Yep. So, I mean, here we are, nonetheless, right?
And we wonder why, you know, like, they've been doing all this defense. Like, we've just gotten progressively worse on offense. I mean...
Is it looking like another one of those seasons on offense?
You know, I don't want to be reactionary because I've said this before off camera to talking to people. When was the last time a run first team won the Super Bowl? Like a strong running game. When was the last time?
Remind me.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I went past. Okay, apparently the Chiefs traded up with the Patriots.
Interesting.
So that doesn't. Wait, does that mean McDuffie isn't going? I'm confused. But yeah, run first teams don't win Super Bowls. It's gonna.
Wow, man. Wow. And I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying wow because that's just like the type of night this is. That's the type of night this is, dude. And here we are. We were only expecting to be picking once in the first round. Now we're picking twice. So this pick number 23 that we're getting ready to hear about in the next probably 5 to 10 minutes. This is the compensation for Hollywood Brown. This pick, this 23rd pick. So whoever we get, in theory, if we won this trade, would give us a better impact or more impact than what Hollywood Brown would give us, in theory. So we'll see what position group the Ravens think that is for us. Like we said, all the big name wide receivers, for the most part, they are off the board at this point. So it'll be very, very interesting to see who they pick. I mean, we were originally only going to take the stream to pick 14.
Yeah,
you know?
and we were literally just talking about it, then it happened.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Wow. All right. But I mean,
the Chiefs are taking McDuffie.
Chiefs are taking McDuffie. That's a strong pickup. A strong pickup. Wait, did they trade both of their first round picks? No.
I'm not too sure.
Or did they just flip flop with the Patriots?
They haven't released the details yet. Let me double check. I'm just getting this thumbnail ready. Yeah. So it's the Packers and us, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. Another interesting thing that my guy Hemo4 brings up here says, will you guys have a post-pick press conference recap? Yes, we will have that tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow there will be some reactionary videos coming out on the channel, so just be
I am free tomorrow. If you want to.
Cool.
I'm down.
Yeah. So make sure you tune into the Purple Rain podcast channel because tomorrow is going to be a very good day for content. We will be clipping our live reactions and giving you our more, gathered thoughts and reactions tomorrow. Once we have some time to sleep on this, because when I wake up tomorrow and I remember that Hollywood Brown is no longer a Raven, man, I might have to. Even more
I want to have a loyalty, the way that the Ravens have with Greg Roman. I do.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it, bro. Like it.
Wow.
Prove me wrong. Go ahead. Go prove me wrong, but
really not much to prove wrong. I mean, it's just I don't know how many chances that, an offensive coordinator who isn't making the absolute best of what his offense is in every capacity. I don't see why he gets chance after chance after chance after chance. But our pieces, our players, they're just so expendable. Like
it's everybody's problem but him.
Exactly. Seems like the Ravens kind of coddle him in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. They will.
Oh my God. So we are getting ready to pick again right after the Packers make their next pick. Man, not sure who they're going for, but whoever we get with this 23rd pick, that's also going to tell us a lot. So we are standing by, waiting and watching very patiently.
I'm still trying to process the fact that Marquise Brown isn't a Raven, but
not a Raven.
At least we can get a comp pick for him, though. At least we got it.
They love the comp. Let's not even talk about that right now, honestly. because that's just gonna piss me off. It's like,
I'm already.
can you imagine like that being their thought process? You know, we will get that comp pick.
I'd rather
If
be
we move
pissed off
Hollywood.
than pissed. I don't care about Kyle Hamilton, with all due respect.
Yeah, I mean, like, we already said that like that wasn't the pick that we needed. You know what I mean? Like and then we lose something else we need.
I'm just gonna go down to like the games, like the Browns game, the Monday night game, the weird Wednesday night game against the Steelers. Hollywood bailed us out from Trace. The playoff game, he made clutch catches against both the Titans, both games. The Bills had over 100 yards receiving. And then this year, first couple of games was top 10 receiving yards. Had a hell of a game against the Chiefs. I want Greg Roman's leash to be so thin. I light a lighter and it breaks. Like I just light it and then it breaks. That's how like thin I want this leash to be, because he has blood on his hands.
You heard it here first, folks, from Simply AS10 of the Purple Rain podcast. Make sure you guys go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Spooky J says here, Jermaine Johnson is still on the board. Yeah, I mean, if you go out and you draft Jermaine Johnson,
he's going to be there 23. They're drafting Quay Walker, the Packers.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. Wow, man.
I didn't think this day was going to go like this.
Me neither. Me fucking neither.
But here we are.
Here we are. Here we are.
Do you think the Ravens get Jermaine Johnson? Like I know it's defense, but like, do you think it happens? Because I really do.
I think it happens.
Because he was being talked about number 4 overall. So
yeah, he was. See, if we get Jermaine Johnson,
and then if we get Pickens at 45, I'm starting out, because Lamar did win Pickens. He won at Pickens.
Yeah. All this recruiting from Lamar Jackson for all these guys just to lose his best friend. Isn't that crazy? That's ridiculous. But
Asmodeus, don't bring that bad mojo in here, please, God.
Willis. Oh yeah, we would
if that happened
like immediately.
I would literally, I don't know what I would do.
He's like, I don't know what I would do actually.
There's such a disconnect. I've been saying the Bills are on the clock now. The Bills are on the clock. The
Bills are on the clock. Really?
We traded the 23 pick to the Bills.
Are you serious?
Did they give us Stephon Diggs? We're trading back. We're trading back with the best team in the AFC. We're trading back with them.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm so
wow.
sick. Oh, pick 23. Oh, so we get the 25th pick and the number 130 pick. Oh, we move back 2 picks and get another 4th rounder.
Another 4th rounder.
I think that's 4th. It's either 4th or 5th. One of the two.
Quantity over quality.
They'll pick a backup fucking fullback with that 5th round pick and call it a day and cut him. I'm so sorry. I'm cursing. I'm just confused right now.
Nah, dude. I mean, you guys can see there on the board, the Ravens are no longer picking at 23. It'll be the Bills, then the Cowboys, and then the Ravens.
If we trade back again, we can end the stream. I'm so cool with it. Like, I'm just disgusted.
I am too. Super disgusted.
The Bills.
The Bills
literally should have been playing the Bengals in the AFC Championship last year, and they probably would have beat them. The Bills were the best team in the AFC last year. Best team in the AFC this year right now. They know how to
We are
build around their
losing
quarterback.
this draft. Are we losing this
They know
draft?
how
We're losing this draft.
to. Mm, I'm not too sure. I mean,
They've still got the Bills having the 25th pick too.
Willie Snead tweeted, "It's a ruthless business." You're damn right it is, Willie. You're damn right it is, Willie.
Wow. Ravens trading back with Buffalo. So this is going to be so interesting to me when we get to the post picks press conference where Eric DeCosta gets to explain himself and what he did all this shit for. That's what I'm looking forward to at this point. Because I mean, are you telling me there's nobody that you would have wanted at pick 23, but instead
I tweet pick
you'll
25.
oh my god, you'll go pick 25 when your guy that you want might not be there anymore. Pick
You know what?
25.
They're taking
Let the
Kyer.
Bills go out right now and get Jeremy Johnson.
They're getting Kyer Elam.
Who?
Matt Elam's cousin from the Florida.
Oh.
Police.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want him just because of the last name, but we also got Kyle Hamilton, so we would never get him. But whatever.
Wow.
So now we're one pick away.
Yeah. Cowboys then us. Cowboys then us.
I'm gonna need to make runs. So, oh my god, I need to make going a long run tomorrow and just
blow off some steam. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. Definitely feeling.
Be sure to check out at Sutton Def's Instagram for him working out all the pain away tomorrow at Sutton Def.
For
Just
sure.
you know
it.
You'll be working it out.
Be going in on those weights for sure.
He's gonna be putting up freaking combine numbers tomorrow. I'm telling you that right now.
Wow. Are the Ravens losing this draft? Are they losing this draft? Wow.
There it is. There's my thumbnail. Couldn't find it. There we go. Oi. So they gave him number 130. What is 130 in the draft? Damn. All right. This kind of hurts. So you know how when you tag somebody in a post, they can see it if they've interacted with you before?
Yeah.
Hollywood saw my post 9 hours ago.
Wow.
You could have told me. You couldn't have told me, bro.
Give you a heads up. Man.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's sick. That is sick. And now here we are. Again, thank you guys so much for coming out to this stream. We will probably go ahead and wrap it up after we make our pick and give our thoughts and opinions on that. But this has been one hell of a night. This has been one hell of a night already. Round 1 of the NFL draft. It seems like the Ravens got the biggest shakeup out of any team, if you ask me.
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah.
Just 2 years ago, we were in conversations to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, and then instead we're. I mean, I had a great day too. Got so much done. Had a great dinner. It was a great stream, and then
this, right?
Oh, we have a 6th, 4th round pick. We have another 4th round pick. I can't wait to use it.
I feel like at this point they might be stockpiling all those 4th rounders to try to get back into the 2nd and 3rd. It's gonna be like their biggest thing, you know.
That has to happen. That has to happen.
Has to. At this point, it has to.
You know, this is like, if we get Pickens, I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling it. You know, like I can see that, but I love Bateman, but Bateman can't do everything by himself.
No. Okay, let's see.
And we talk about what have the Ravens done that makes Lamar say, I want to be there longer. I want to be there for 3 more years, 4 more years, 5 more years. What have we done?
Nothing.
Trade away his favorite target, and I know he didn't put up top 3, top 5 receiving, but that's your quarterback's guy.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh me, oh me, oh my.
Oh my is completely right, man.
Here's
I know.
And the Ravens are we don't care about Kyle Hamilton right now. We don't care.
Thank you so much, Hemo, for
I didn't
your
see
super
this.
chat donation.
Thank you, Hemo.
Says,
Sorry.
nah, WCF, EDC better make this a Super Bowl season or he has to go. You know, I wouldn't say like Super Bowl, but if the Ravens if they don't make any progress, like you said, a deep run into the playoffs, somebody has to take a look at this draft class. Somebody has to take a look at this specific day. What's today?
Yep.
April 28th, 2022. We have to take another look at this day if the Ravens do not live up to expectations.
I'm going to also, Hemo, thank you for coming out because he was at our draft stream last year too. So thank you for coming out to both of them and staying. It means a ton.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And for that, with this team healthy, I'm expecting conference championship, nothing less. I want to be playing that one game away for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Well,
all right.
The Cowgirls are on the clock.
That they are. Oh, man. This is a stressful night for a Ravens fan. Very, very stressful night. So the Bills go ahead. They get a cornerback. Let's see. Yeah, let us know in the chat or in the comment section down below. At this point, what position group do you think that the Ravens should select at pick number 25?
Yeah. I need to find the Soldier's tweet. Oh, he deleted it. I forgot. Damn it.
I'm sure there's a screenshot somewhere.
It has to be a screen. I think I have it in my phone somewhere. I found it. Got it in my phone. Who would have thought? That was on November 1st, 2020. I mean, November 1st, 2020.
Insane. So, I mean, hey, you've got Jermaine Johnson still there.
George Karlaftis is still there. Receiving wise, nobody with first round talent personally.
Right. What if the Ravens just shake things up here? What if they go like running back, right? How would you feel about that?
I'm gonna Baja
They
blast.
get the Brees Hall kid.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing anything. Ravens.
With another super chat donation. Thank you so much, DLC. We appreciate you. Says
coming through.
Lamar had to know. Period.
He had to. I mean, but
loss of words, man. I don't know whether he knew or not. Based off of the 2 tweets that were put out, one of them would suggest that like he kind of knew. The one that he retweeted would suggest that no, and that he's newly heartbroken just like the rest of us. So, yeah. Yeah. So, did the Cowboys pick yet? Are they still on the clock?
Still nothing yet.
Okay.
Endless pain. Endless fucking pain. I put out the picture of the tweet that Hollywood said, and this guy responded. EDC said, "You know what? You're right." And let him go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I fully expect, again, just like I did a couple rounds ago at pick 14 when we got Kyle Hamilton, I expected them to get Jermaine Johnson. With this pick, since he's fallen even further, I mean, we're talking 11 picks later. Like, he's still there. So,
I mean,
all in all,
are we just gonna
if
build the
we,
2000 defense again and just have a good running game? Like,
yeah, yeah. I mean, all in all, yes, losing Hollywood does suck. But if we get Jermaine Johnson, that'll mean that we have two defensive players that were projected to go top 10, you know?
Cowboys are getting an offensive tackle, Tyler Smith, at 24. So
There you go.
we
There you go. It should happen. It should happen.
So I think let's just have this conversation real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the Ravens depth chart before our pick is in, and I just want to go through a couple of positions. Maybe we can just talk about if that's where we should go.
Sure.
So, pull up the depth chart right now, updated, obviously. Oh, it shows Marquise Brown. Oh, that's wrong. Receivers: Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, James Prochet. That's our starting receivers. And you have Tylan Wallace, Jalen Moore, and Benjamin Victor. I see two guys who haven't played in a goddamn NFL game in their career.
Yeah.
Let's go to our line. Let's go to tackles. Ronnie Stanley, Patrick McCarry, or Morgan Moses and Jawan James. McCarry is our center, but they have him as a backup for a tackle. We can go to our D line. Derek Wolfe, Michael Pierce, Calais Campbell, with Matt Abike, Isaiah Mack, and Broderick Washington as the backups. We'll go to edge. Tyus Bowser and Odafe Owe, along with Jalen Ferguson and Dalen Hayes. I think the receiver is the weakest part of any of those because we have backups that have never played a game in the NFL.
You know, and I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. When you break it down like that, we have something, at a lot of those other positions. Not to say that Rashad Bateman is nothing, but he's unproven, just like everybody else in that receiving core, unproven, So yeah, I think with that being said, again, wide receiver is now our biggest need once again. Like we literally find ourselves picking in the 20s, needing a wide receiver yet again. This year, just like last year. So, dude, all right, we're on the clock now.
We're on the clock, and I'm still in pain. I think you are too.
Oh, super pain. All right.
Ryan's saying we need Christian Watson, bro. I saw Christian Watson tear up Towson live. My only concern is it's FCS level, and they had dudes I was taking freaking journalism classes with running freaking cornerback and safety. But he does have the speed. He is nice. And North Dakota State is a very good football team. I think they should be in the FBS. I don't know why they're still in the FCS. I know he was projected first round pick to the Chiefs actually, but I don't think. I think it will be. I think it's Jermaine Johnson personally. The dude went from being talked about number 4 to 23.
Yeah, it's a 23. That's crazy value right there. And that's what I was saying. Like, even though we did trade away Hollywood Brown, we got a safety who was supposed to be top 5. We also got an edge rusher who's supposed to be top 5, top 10. So if those players can come in and live up to the expectations, and just immediate impact players, so be it. I think that it's a win. But something has to be done, and I repeat, has to be done with this receiving core. Because, listen, I'm not expecting any less now that Hollywood's gone. I still want a performing passing game,
Yep.
I'm not giving them any, well, they don't have Hollywood. No. This is their bed. They're going to lay in it.
See,
I need results.
It's funny because the Chiefs had a disgruntled wide receiver, and what did they do? They traded him when there were still receivers available in the free agent market, and kind of knew what they were going to do in the draft. It should have been dealt with before, and this is my problem with it. I mean, I'm upset he left, but if I'm going to look at it from a business standpoint, he should have got it done sooner.
Yeah.
No pun intended, Oklahoma. But yeah.
All right, Ravens still on the clock, taking their sweet time this
So
time
it's looking
around.
like our tight end's going to have our most receiving yards again next year, right?
That's what it's looking like, honestly.
Which,
Because I mean,
once again, no team wins the Super Bowl with your tight end being. What do I know? What do we know?
what do you think? Rashad Bateman over under 1,000-yard season
It's going to be over.
has to
Plays
be
a full
over, right?
plays a full 17 games. It's over. If Hollywood got it, it's over. And then
Right,
Hollywood missed a game. It's over. But do you
right.
think that Greg Roman will actually scheme him in the game for more than one opening drive? That's a problem.
Yeah, I think that it's a problem if Rashad Bateman is not getting at least how many targets would you say? I would say 7 to 9 targets.
I was gonna go
He
8 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs those opportunities. Especially considering now there is no more Hollywood Brown. Definitely get him the football. I don't care what you got to do, but get him the football. All right, Ravens still on the clock here. Wow, man.
Marquise
Oh
Brown
my
made his first
goodness.
public appearance as a Cardinal during the team's draft party. Oh wow, so he was in Arizona.
Hmm.
The crowd went nuts once again here in person, but just give us a quick recap of how long was this in the works?
Uh-oh.
I think it was in the works officially for the last couple of days.
It was in work for the past couple of days.
Really? Yeah.
They called me Jet, and then once I got to Oklahoma, I got
Man, I just don't see how you can, in your right mind, like make a move like that. Like draft a defensive player, trade away your wide receiver one, and then draft another defensive player. I mean, at this point, it's like it should happen because there are no wide receivers that are available right now that are going to warrant us trading away Hollywood. So, but here we are with 6 fourth-round picks. 6 fourth-round picks.
I think the only team having a worse draft than us is the Titans.
That too, because they don't have AJ Brown.
Who do the Titans have behind AJ Brown?
I mean,
Not
you
who.
got what's bro name? Didn't they just resign Ferkser, the tight end, right?
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Let me stop.
Whoop de doo.
And there's one thing that me and Sutton will do is we will go through pain together and we will go through joy together. That
For
is one
sure.
thing we will do.
For sure. Meanwhile, Ravens still on the clock. Still
Do
on
you
the
think we're
clock.
trying to trade the pick?
I think that's what they're doing. Maybe we're on the phones for Debo. Maybe.
It's crazy because I was at work the other day and I saw somebody wearing a Hollywood Jet sweatshirt. I've never seen
Really?
somebody wear them before, like his merch, and like who would have thought?
Who would have?
Oh, okay, this
Freaking
better
thought.
not be true. This actually might be true. I'm sending you the tweet.
Wow. No, it's I can see. Okay.
You
All right. All right, guys. I'm about to put the tweet up on screen. You guys can see who the Ravens are drafting with the 25th pick.
Mm,
You guys can see it right there. Ravens are
you know
drafting
what?
center Tyler Linderbaum.
You know what? You know what? Let me talk. I don't hate it. I like it. I want a receiver, but I'm gonna be like we're building a front, and we saw it in 2019. I'm not gonna try to defend anybody here. When Lamar had time to throw, bro was throwing to Seth Roberts. With that being said, I don't know who he's throwing to, but this means Patrick McCarry will not be our starting center, and I am fine with that. I am fine with that. You don't seem as happy as me, but
I mean, you
it's
make
better than
a lot
14.
of You make valid points. Yes, it
No,
seems
but
to be that we.
I want to hear your points though. I definitely want to hear your points.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I hate this pick. I mean, I can't say that I hate it at all. I mean, it's help for Lamar Jackson. You know, there was just something done that you know was detrimental to Lamar Jackson's play. You know, he lost his number one receiver, but now we're bringing in a center who hopefully be our center for the future, and just offer stability at that position. So I don't hate it. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. But at the same time,
Oh my god, that's what he looks
there's
like.
still there's a huge
Okay.
question mark still. There's a huge question mark. And this doesn't get the sour taste out of my mouth. That's the like my whole thing about
yeah.
this pick. Like Jermaine Johnson, I'd have been like, okay, cool. We get like a premier edge rusher, right? Because now at this point, Jermaine Johnson can go to the Chiefs.
Lamar just tweeted WTF.
Really? Wow. So Lamar is disgruntled with this pick. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Can you pull the tweet up on the screen, please?
Sure.
Because this is a talking point right now. Oh my god. There's no way we're about to see the end of our Baltimore Ravens.
I mean, there's no way. Like,
Black Daniels, you bring up a great point because DaCosta was like definitely not talking about that, about how getting a center.
yeah. Wow.
Well, the Jets are getting Jermaine Johnson.
Hey, makes sense.
I am. There's gonna be
Literally at a loss.
the off season just started.
Yeah, literally.
There's
Look at this. Lamar Jackson. What the fuck? Tweets it himself. Reacting to the Ravens drafting center Tyler Linderbaum. WTF. He said, you got rid of my guy for this guy? And you guys want me to re-sign with you guys? Like, right now? So you guys can have more money to do whatever you want and make decisions that are not in my best interest?
you gotta get Pickens. You gotta get him somehow.
I mean, yeah, if you're EDC and you're reading your quarterback's your Twitter feed, you got to do something.
There's no reason why you don't get Pickens at this point, and I'm like, I just don't. That's how you keep it.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So, all right, there you have it. There you have it. The Ravens' first round draft picks. At 14, they pick up safety Kyle Hamilton. Then they trade up. Well, they trade back into the first round, and they get Tyler Linderbaum with the 25th pick after getting rid of Hollywood Brown. Hey, we don't know what to say just as much as I'm sure you guys are at a loss for words right now. I see a lot of emojis in the chat. Like, NFL production says, draft me at this point. Listen, we're not hating on Linderbaum. We're not hating on
I like the pick, but it's like you can't trade away somebody's number one target and then just get a center with it. Like,
right.
The only way to, I think, redeem it, you gotta get Pickens. You have to.
Yeah. And I guess we will see that tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. But I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it there.
Yeah,
for the
before
stream.
anything else, before we lose our heads even more.
Exactly. Just wrapping it all up in a nice little bow. Thank you guys so much for coming out to this second annual stream of the first round of the NFL draft. We thought that we would be done by pick 14, but the Ravens had other plans, and they traded back multiple times. So
I'm a little in disbelief of what happened. I don't know what to think about what went down, but like always, we will get through it.
We will. Yes.
We'll probably be talking to you guys tomorrow. Maybe a little video. Because we have a whole lot to talk. I need to sleep on this. I still got 6 more picks to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for coming through to episode 107, the draft episode of the podcast, Purple Rain Podcast.
Yes.
And I guess, and as always, stay positive. Test negative.
And most importantly, and this one's gonna hit a little bit different this time. You never ever want to forget to call God, man. This has been Alex and Sutton from the Purple Rain Podcast, episode 107. We're gonna catch you guys in the next one. We love you guys.